Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rose in the Rain. Good morning, Snake Doctor. Good morning, Green Creeper. Welcome back into a little bit of Long Dark with me today. We got Long Dark coming up. After that, we're going to play a game called Arid, which is a survival game set in, like, hot conditions. It's free on Steam, by the way, ARID. We'll check it out. And then we're also going to play a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn tonight as well. So, hope you guys can hang out with me for some or most of today. And we'll have some fun. But we're on day 77. We're in Mystery Lake Trapper's Cabin. We have a slight problem, boys and girls. We have a slight problem. We have this little thing called intestinal parasites. The good news is we have enough supplies on us to make enough medicines for ourselves. So the Winter Survivor Simulator. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah. Yep, I've seen it. It looks okay. It's hard for me with Long Dark around Snake Doctor. It's hard for me to get excited for other winter survival games. Because none of them, because I only have one thing to compare them to, and honestly, none of them ever match up. None of them ever compare up to Long Dark. They just don't. Woo! Spicy Finn. It's 9 o'clock here. Yes, it is. And I wish, Snake Doctor, that somebody would put a different take on a winter survival game, but unfortunately I've not seen it yet.
Spicy Finn just resubscribed for 19 months. Hi.
Northern Lights is a massive letdown. Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I'd love to get excited, but I've heard not bad stuff, but I've just heard rather disappointing things from fans of the Long Dark like yourself, who are like, yeah, I tried it out, I was really hoping it'd be something cool and different, and it kind of was not that great. It's like, oh man, damn it. I mean, I sort of like, that's one of the reasons I like that game, The Infected, because it actually has seasons, and we've always talked about, you know, wouldn't it be cool if the Long Dark had seasons? And The Infected actually does have seasons, you know, that you actually have to go through a winter season and a summer season and you know, spring and fall, and that's kind of cool, you know. That's kind of cool. I think I already took my medicine for today. Let's step outside and see if we have a moose. Yeah, Green Hell's so good for you. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Green Hell was a very different experience, which made it kind of cool because it had different stuff. It's funny. Snake Doctor was just asking me about that Righty Beef. I have no interest in trying it. I have other things to try. We're actually going to play Arid today. Yeah, the winter survival games, I will stick with the Long Dark. I will stick with Long Dark for winter survival. I may give it a try down the road, but for right now, we're going to stick with some winter survival in the Long Dark. I mean, I could stop playing Long Dark and just play a winter survival simulator instead. I'm sure that one will get me tons and tons of views. But no, I don't have any interest in playing it at this point. Maybe someday I will, but today we're already set. But yeah, the winter survival simulator, I've seen previews of it, you know, or I've seen stuff on it before, and it looks okay. I mean, you know, just none of them are ever going to be Long Dark. Oh, thank you, Snake Doctor.
Drinking it down to 0.02 kilograms and still being able to use it for healing. Does it work the same for reishi/birch tea also?
It works for reishi tea. Birch tea, though, works completely different. Birch tea, the healing properties of birch tea is directly related to how much of it you drink. So the more of it you drink, the more healing property you get off of it. Same thing with coffee, and the same thing with the herbal tea. So herbal tea, coffee, and birch bark tea, you want to drink as much of it as you can because the amount of effect is based on how much you drink. The reishi and the rosehip teas, though, those you can drink down to little bitty bites like this and then finish them off to get the healing benefit. Yeah, exactly. And Green Creeper, from what I've heard, from what everybody said about Arid, is that it's a passion project thing, and the guys are never going to charge for it. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? So let's make an arrow, yeah. So a friend was asking if you can build a snow shelter on a ledge. I told them you had scienced it out. Well, you have to. What ledge are you talking about? Snow shelters are like the worst thing to build in the long dark. If I could change one thing in the long dark, I would make the building of snow shelters be way less annoying than it is. The snow shelter building in the long dark is one of the most annoying things you can do. You basically have to get the snow shelter out, and then you have to basically pixel by pixel look around and see where you can place it. Sometimes you can place it places, sometimes you can't. It depends on what ledge you're talking about, I guess. But yeah, they're very They do not have their snow shelter building very good. Yeah, there's really not a survival game set in the desert, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we'll be checking out Arid here later this afternoon, and I'm very curious to give it a try and see what we think of it. So yeah, Righty Beef, I would tell your friend that you basically just have to go outside and try to place down that snow shelter wherever you can. It's not going to be easy. Placing snow shelters is a pain in the butt. Why would we need cloth to build a snow shelter? That's just the mechanics they have set up. Is that it takes a piece of cloth, or it takes some cloth and sticks to make it. You would think it'd just be like sticks and snow, or make an igloo snow style or something. I don't use them very often. Finland, hello. How you doing, Nishiri? Realm Dog, how are you doing, my friend? If it turns green, yay. If not, you're screwed. Yeah. And getting it to turn green is the tough part. That's the tough part, is getting it to turn green. I wish I could tell you that making it turn green is super easy, but it's not, because the game doesn't like you putting down snow shelters. The game hates you putting down snow shelters. The game's like, no snow shelter for you. Luckily, we were able to pick enough mushrooms that we can just, like, make a whole bunch of teas. Okay, so I need to take 13 more doses, and we have 17 more teas. Okay, we're good to go. Good to go. All right, let's make a little more water. Pump the fire one more time. All right, let's make an arrow or two. Yesterday I tested out some mods. I got the developer console and spun like 50 of the old bear. I was trying to survive as long as possible. Alrighty, well that sounds thrilling. Redcom, good morning, my friend. That sounds absolutely scary. About the rock caches, if you put food, I don't know why they did that. And then does it spoil faster or slower? Same rate as being on the ground.
I might have to drop some gear.
Pretty much the same. There's like no, not a whole lot of difference. It used to be they stayed good forever in there, so. Intestinal parasites were by mistake. I was talking to chat, Snake Doctor, and got distracted, and we just started talking, and I was chopping up a bear, and things and stuff happened, and I had several bags in my backpack, and you know how when you harvest one bag, it like rearranges the bag if you have it set on a certain setting, like alphabetical or something, and so it like shifted all the bags. I clicked on the bag that I wanted to harvest next, and it clicked on a food and ate it instead. And at that point, I was like, well, since I'm eating it anyway, we're eating it raw, we're eating the whole damn thing. I'm not taking a nibble and then trying again. So yeah, we just got screwed by the game. The game just decided to mess with us. Let's grab a couple torches.
Too much stuff to carry.
Oh, shush. Shishy shush. We need to make these arrows tomorrow. I mean, since we're here, we might as well, you know, do some stuff since we're here. We can keep checking on the moose, because there is a moose that might spawn outside, because we did not get, we're in Mystery Lake, we didn't get the moose at the dam. We did not get the moose at the unnamed pond cabin. So, the moose should spawn here
much more
at some point for us, so... So hopefully we'll get the moose, boys and girls. It'd be cool. Okay, how are we on food? Okay, we're good on food, alright. Let's, do we have any maintenance stuff to do? And break down those torches. I don't need to repair anything. We do need to make another bow and some more arrows. Yeah, you know, I'm curious, Randy Beef. I've had a bunch of people ask about it. So if you have 50 stones in your inventory, how do you build a rock shelter? You go to your reticle. You go to, I think it's this one down here. Yep, and there you go. Rock cache. So yep, you go to the reticle, you go down to the star, which has the paint and stuff, and then you make a rock cache. Because the rock cache will actually make a mark on the map for you. So it'll actually act like a mapping agent for you. Now, if you put it down and it's not good weather out, it won't show anything on the map for you, but honestly, who cares? Who cares? You can have 5 per zone, I think. Yeah, it looks like 5 per zone. Yep, five of them per zone, and you can name them. You can do all sorts of stuff with them. I think we'll do a rock cache challenge. I'm gonna build 5 rock caches in every zone in the game. Yeah, that'll be exciting gameplay. It's riveting stuff. Watching me pick up rocks. 1 rock, 2 rock, 3 rock, 4 rock. All right, let's get a little sleep. Hey, corn dog, how you doing, buddy? Oh, but nah, I wish I could say the intestinal parasites were not my fault, but they were totally my fault. I mean, it wasn't intentional, but it was totally my fault. I just wasn't paying attention. You know how it is. You aren't paying attention. Things and stuff happen. You know, what can you do? I'm enjoying my weekend so far. I woke up today. I felt a lot better. And I'm enjoying it. I'm having a nice day so far. I don't think we're gonna have a moose out here, but not with the weather that's sounding. No. It says no. No moose today, boys and girls. Alrighty, let's go back inside and just make some arrows then. I figured it sounded like a storm outside, but I figured, hey, you know what? I can at least give it a shot. Oh, jeez Louise.
backpack, the moose satchel, and well-fed and being able to carry 45 kilograms on Loper, do you think it's much more viable now to run double bear coat and double deerskin pants?
You can. I don't see the point of running double deerskin because combat pants have the exact same warmth bonus as deerskin. And the only thing that matters on the inside is the warmth bonus, so I would never, if you have combat pants, I would never run double deerskin pants. That's just 2 hides that you have to waste instead of 1 to repair them. Double bearskin, you could go for it, yeah. I would rather make a bearskin bedroll though. The only downside to double bearskin is that it's nice and everything, but you're never ever going outside during the day in Interloper. You're never ever going to be warm, ever. Maybe a couple hours at the end of night if you have the maximum. If you have 2 bearskin coats, the head wrap, the all the other skin clothing, you might be at 2 degrees for like an hour and a half at the end of the night. I personally don't justify wearing 2 bearskins. I don't personally think it, no. I would never make 2 bearskin coats, ever. It's just not my jam. Is there a guaranteed combat pants spawn? Yes. Go to Hush River Valley. Inside the cave that is behind the waterfall, there's guaranteed combat pants. I've actually destroyed 2 pairs of combat pants on this run alone. Milton usually has some combat pants. You might find combat pants up by the plane crash in Ash Canyon. You know where the mining camp is. Then you have to go down across that bridge and down the big path over to that little hut that overlooks the fishing hut. That usually has combat pants in it as well. So there's actually several locations that have very high probabilities of having combat pants. It's hoping for a moose. 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 I was hoping for a moose, but I didn't get a moose. I'm just hoping for a couple stupid rabbits. There's a rabbit. Wascally wabbit. So yes, those 2 places will be good stuff. Yeah, well, 1 arrow down is good. Yeah, 1 arrow down is nice, but the thing is that you notice it's almost nighttime, and we have 1 arrow down because it's almost nighttime. That's why we have the 1 arrow down temps. During the day, not so much. Ooh, we got him on that shot. Nice. Rabbits are great to practice long shots on. They're really nice. There's no bad consequence of missing a rabbit. You miss a rabbit, it just runs away a little bit more. That's always fun. Hey, J Nick, how you doing, my friend? But yeah, for me, if you can't find combat pants, I'd go for the double deer skin. It's just that's a lot of weight. A lot of weight to carry around for the stuff. Because the deer skin weigh 2 kilos and these only weigh 0.75. Exact same warmth bonus. These have a little more protection, but the only thing you care about on interior clothing is your warmth. None of these other stats here mean anything except for the sprint and the weight. So. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I would rather for my bear skins, I would rather invest in a bearskin bedroll and just keep that up kept, because the bearskin bedroll you can utilize that to sleep in caves and stay warm. And I just figure an interloper I'm eventually going to get cold. And there we go. Yes. Archery 5, baby. Archery 5. I would rather use the bearskin bedroll to stay warm and not, because I really don't worry about getting cold. I figure that's just the state of being an interloper. You're eventually gonna get cold. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, that's just me. That's just my gameplay. So take another one of those. Oh, I had 9 more in here. I'm gonna take those with me. Oh, I even have matches in here. Look at that. I got matches in the hutch. Okay. Oh, I even have accelerant in here. Wow. Yeah, I sort of set this up as my secondary base. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave some matches here then. Boom. There we go. Let's leave some matches. Do I even have some cattails here? Let's put a few more cattails in there. We might need those later on, but we're going to harvest these rabbits up and get a little bit of food. Oh, I will need that maple to make myself a bow. So would you run wolf or moose along with the bear? I always run moose. Wolf is a nice. The upside of running a wolf coat is that yes, it is a little bit warmer. And it is a heck of a lot easier to repair because you can have wolf skins everywhere in the game. So that's a definite upside to running the wolf skin coat, is that you're going to be able to repair it everywhere. The upside to the bearskin coat is that you can, or the upside to the moose hide cloak is that it gives you a massive amount of protection and wet-proof protection as well. It's been a relaxing hour and a half exploring Ash Canyon, a new Voyager game last night, and I don't really know why. I just kind of felt like it. Oh, well, Ash Canyon's a fun little zone. Ash Canyon's actually a cool little place. But yeah, I usually run the moose along with it because I like the protection. To me, an interloper. To me, the protection that that clothing can give you is very important, because the wolves hit so much harder in interloper that any amount of protection and damage mitigation that I can get against the wolves might save my butt, and I think in some instances has saved my butt a couple of times. So I usually go for the protection, because it takes but a moment to lose your interloper run to a nasty wolf. So,
all right.
But that's just me personally. I mean, I've had a lot of bad. I've been hurt by wolves very badly. I've been very poorly treated by wolves. So,
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
So for me, I really go for the protection. Well, but see, the thing is though that you don't get anything. Basically, all the stats on these 3 pieces of clothing here, the only stat that the game is recognizing on these is this 8% is the warmth. The outside piece of clothing is the only thing that provides you protection, wet-proof, or windproof.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy.
So wearing 2 moose-hide coats would make no sense, because you wouldn't get as much warmth off of them. The inside one gives you... So if I take this off, say I take these off, okay? Say I wear the bearskin coat here. I wear the Mackinac jacket out here. My warmth is going to be fine. My protection is now at 31. Let's see if I take this off. My protection bumps up to 44. So and your windproof goes up as well, because now we're getting the windproof from that. So anything we put on the outside, that's what it's going to look at for the windproof and the waterproof and the protection. So, oops. There we go. Well, there you go. And see, that's the joy of this game, is there's no right or wrong way to do it. There is no right or wrong way. You play it however you like. I'm just telling you my personal opinions on stuff. Which one is better on the outside? They both have positives and negatives to them. There's positives and negatives to both. The moose hide has a much better the moose hide has a lot better I don't have a moose hide, so I can't show it to you. The moose hide coat has better protection and a little better wetness protection than the bearskin coat. The bearskin coat is warmer, but it has less protection, and it also makes you sprint a whole lot less too. But it is warmer. But it's like 1 degree in windproof and about, it's 10% better on the moose hide for wetness and 7% better for protection. And so I just choose to go with it. I don't know either, but that's the way stuff works. Is the outside piece of clothing is the only one that makes a difference for windproof and protection. And it's probably like Realm Dog said, it's probably just for balance. It probably doesn't have anything to do with anything other than they just wanted to balance the game out a little bit. And it might have been unbalanced otherwise. But yeah, it's probably just a balance issue. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, we played around a lot with the whole warmth protection. What do I get and how do I get it? Because we were trying to figure out what was the best for us to wear on the outside and inside, and what order stuff went in. Now, if you don't have any coats, the default. So if I have no coats on, the default goes to the next upper piece of clothing, which is the sweater. So now the sweater, the warmth, the windproof, the wetness, and the protection is the sweater's stats. And if I take that one off, it goes to that. If I take that one off, I don't have anything. Same thing with the pants. It goes from here to there to there to there. Boots go from there to there to there. And hat goes from outside to inside. That's outside to inside as well. Now, if I wanted a lot of protection, I could sacrifice my my crampons. Crampons give you 10% protection. I can sacrifice some durability on those, but they're already getting knocked down, and I don't want them to. I like them, so I don't want them to die. I think we need craftable stuff for the underwear slot and socks as well. I think we need both. I want my underwear and my socks to be craftable too. I want some nice rabbit-lined, like, underwear. It'd be so soft on the bits and niblets. It'd be awesome. Drop that before I forget it. Undies with slimy guts feeling. Oh well, you dry it out. You wouldn't just do it. You dry it out. You dry them out a little bit. All right, let's just get some sleep. Sucks scavenging here. We only get 1 pair of wool long johns on a save. Oh yeah, well that's what I have right now. That's what I got right now. Is I got 1 pair of long johns on a save. All right, so we got cabin fever coming on. We got 12 doses of that. I don't know if this will...
better find some water.
Okay, there's 11. Beautiful. Okay. So what we're gonna do... Oh, shush you. You're fine, buddy. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Alright, so I think what we need to do is we need to make ourselves our bow, a new bow. And then we need to bail out of here and go live in a cave somewhere for a while. That's what we need to do today. Because we got cabin fever coming on. So, time to go do some cave living, boys and girls. Cave living time. Alright, there's a new bow. UT full. How much water do I have on me? Oh, I got 6 liters? Okay. I'll just leave a couple more liters here. How much fuel do I have on me? I got a bunch of sticks. Not much coal. We will swap that for a stick. And a bunch of coal. There we go. There we go. Perfect, perfect. I think we're good. Alright. Let's equip our crappy bow, and you have to manually, if you auto-equip your bow, it will always equip your best bow. And I want to equip my crappiest bow because I want to use that up. So, well, I make a lot of teas in game, so I'm a big tease. I'm a big tease in game. That's what I do. Alright, let's go to the Mystery Lake Overlook Cave. That'll be fun. This game has come pretty far, Pizza Paws. Have you ever got two undies in an interloper? Oh, quite a bit, yeah. Yeah, it's just the underwear is almost one of the rarest things in the interloper saves. Coastal Highway is really good at getting you underwear. For some reason, I don't know why. I tend to find a lot of my undies in Coastal Highway. And really, all you have to do is find one, because you always start an interloper save with a pair of underwear. So all you really have to do is find one more pair. And I mean, ultimately, they're a degree. So you get a 1 degree extra from the undies. So I probably should drink some water. That'd probably be a good thing. Drink some water. Do wool undies exist in Loper? No, they do not. Now, there was a time where you could get a few rare items from climbing socks and a revolver in Interloper when Hush River Valley was first put out. But that's kind of gone by the wayside anymore. You can't really get those any longer. And I personally have never got a wool underwear in Interloper. Ooh, hey, Mr. Deer, how's it going? I've got an idea, boys and girls. I got an idea. Yeah! Woo! Let's go to Forlorn Musk Egg! Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Could have sworn I got one way back. You know, and that may have happened, Snake Doctor. There have been glitches in the game. Like I said, I've got climbing socks on Interloper. I got a revolver on Interloper. And stuff like that. So there is a chance you did get them. There is a chance you did get them. Not saying there was that you didn't, because it's very likely you did. Good Lord. Now there's a cave right over here we can go camp out in, and there's some wolves around and stuff. Good Lord. I like inhaled something down the wrong pipe or something. I don't know what the heck happened. That was weird. I was actually headed towards that cave, and I was like, you know, I want to eventually get back into Milton, because that's where we have our moose hide, and it'll be cured by the time we get back there. I've not been up here yet to the to Marsh Ridge to get my stem, so I haven't got my stem yet from this zone. So why not come back here, see if we can get our stem, camp out in the cave over here, and then we can go into the Milton Basin and camp in the cave there, which I love the Milton Basin cave. That's my boo. Grab a few cattails while we're here. Yeah, in Hush River Valley, there's a low chance that you can get climbing socks and sometimes a revolver. You'd have to force a lot of starts to get those. Yeah, I will never play No One Gets Out Alive. Too much micromanagement for my taste. Too much micromanagement. I'd have to 100% concentrate on the game, and I would basically just turn chat off. I would never, ever, ever talk to chat. I would just turn chat off, never even look at it, and then I might as well not even stream it. I would just like maybe upload it to YouTube or something, because I'd have to concentrate fully on the game at that point. None of this looking over at chat while I'm just kind of thinking around. I don't have the acuity to do that. I am not that talented. Well, I appreciate that very much, Snake Doctor. I did not actually create those. That was Van Kalar.
By the way, thank you for creating the loop table for Interloper, Arth. I was getting frustrated as puppy trying to find the bedroll yesterday. Looked up your tables, remember where I found the madlands, and knew where the bedroll is, saving my sanity.
Well, I'm glad it saved your sanity. That's what they're there for. I mean, I don't really use them much anymore myself, but they're great as like a resource if you're ever looking for something. Like you're like, God, where can I find my bedroll? Or where can I find X or Y or Z? They're really good for that because you can just like pop in, go, oh, I found so-and-so and so-and-so, and I know exactly where my bedroll is now. And there you go. That's what they're there for. They're there to help, not to hurt. So I'm glad it helped you out. Van Kalar is actually the one who created those. I basically played the game a lot, and he watched and created the spreadsheets. I wish I could create a spreadsheet like that, but I am not that talented. Just need to get a little bit of food in me. All right, there we go. Now we can go. Bump, 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 bump. It doesn't take much skill to make a spreadsheet. Well, for some people it doesn't. For me, I think it doesn't take much skill to change brakes on a car, or to change a tire on a car, or to replace the oil in your car. But most people would be like, yeah, I don't have the skill to do that. It's everybody's own individual skill sets. You got to remember that. Well, I think changing oil, changing a tire, or changing your brakes on your car, I think everybody should do that themselves. Because it's not that hard. But I know that most people won't.
Too tired to think straight.
But then again, I'm of a generation that did a lot of like manual stuff like that, so I know changing brakes on a car by yourself, That's insane. Oh, I've done that many times. I also changed my feats, thank you, advice. I normally took fire starting 3, did this time. Now I've hit level 5, and I was like, I'm glad I didn't take it. See, that was the thing. Is like, for certain challenges, Snake Doctor, I like taking fire starting 3, because it gives you a leg up. But just for regular play, you get to fire starting 5, and you're like, God, I just wasted a feat because I now have fire starting 5, so what was the point? Changing your own brakes? Oh, that's so easy. I change my own brakes on my own car all the time. You know it costs less than, well, brakes themselves cost about, the brake pads themselves cost about 25, maybe 25 bucks.
I need to find food.
And if you need to replace your rotors, you can buy a brand new rotor for less than the shop will charge you to turn your rotor. A shop will charge you to turn your rotor, which basically, by turning a rotor on a car, the rotor is what the brake pad interacts with to stop your car. And over time, that rotor will get tiny grooves on it from interacting with that brake pad. And turning a rotor, all that means is they take it and they basically polish it up. It's not like they're adding to it or making it thicker. They're polishing the rotor so it's not got any little grooves in it. And they'll usually charge you $60 to $70, I think, to do that. You can buy a brand new rotor for like 50 bucks. And they aren't hard to put on. They aren't hard to put on. Oh yeah, it costs, well, and that's the thing, it's like, your brakes may be more or less, I drive a little Toyota, so my brakes are pretty damn inexpensive. It depends on the car. Let's put it that way. If you're driving a BMW, your brakes are going to be hella expensive. If you're driving a little Toyota or a Hyundai or something, it's going to be a lot less expensive. So I'm pretty sure there's still some things with cars that you will probably have to go into the shop for. Oh yeah, for like an alignment. Tune-up, I don't generally get into because I just don't. it's just a pain in the butt to do a tune-up on a car.
Turned out pretty
well.
But
especially nowadays, they've specifically designed cars so that you can't work on them. Everybody thinks that all the computer stuff in your car is amazing, and a lot of it's pretty cool, but the problem with that is that basically it makes it so a lot of shops can't even work on your cars these days. There's some shops that are like, yeah, we can't work on your car because we don't have the right... I was actually told by a shop they couldn't work on, not my car, but my friend's car. They were like, yeah, we can't work on her car because it's too new. We haven't got the updated stuff for that yet. Rotors were $100. Whoa! Well, but how much did they want when you went into the shop to get it done? Because I know my brake job for my crappy car, they wanted like... Oh, they wanted 800? Yeah, they wanted like 300 or 400 for the whole set on my car. I was like, no. I was like, no. I just told them, no. No. You haven't even earned the fire starting feat yet. 533 hours in. You know, Jay, I didn't earn the fire starting feat. Well, I didn't earn the fire starting feat until I got my feats for the 3rd time, because I had my feats completely wiped to nothing twice. Once before the game was actually officially released, one of the patches wiped all my feats out, and then we had the great time capsule debacle of 2019 that wiped my feats out as well. I haven't looked into the exact numbers, but I paid £327 for the whole deal, but hey, my 18-year-old Ford Focus Estate passed the inspection on the first try, so I thought the inspector was really trying to find a reason to call the car. There you go, yeah! And thank you, a Black Man Bullet, for the host in the raid. Let's give Black Man PL a shout out there. There we go. Thank you so much, my friend, for that host in the raid. You are a fabulous human. Please go give him a follow. Check him out sometime. Time capsule for the win. Yeah, time capsule. Time capsule, I tell you, man. That time capsule screwed me over. Screwed me over, buddy. Screwed me over. Did I take my medicine today? I don't even know if I took my medicine today. I take my meds today? I don't know. Let's take some meds. I'm at 11 doses. I don't even know if I took my meds today. Nope, I did. I did take my meds. Okay, so we're good. I got plenty left. I only need 11 doses. I still have another 9. Plus, I have all these teas here to still do. So, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oops, I wanted to put the... Boop. Get some water going here. Drop the meat out here. They did stuff, a bunch of other stuff besides the brakes. Include spark plugs, oil. Nice! Nice. I used to have a friend that did a lot of work on my car, too. Because they basically, you know, they were sort of a mechanic. In a way, I guess. When I took the engine apart, we had about 2K worth of repairs to do. I ended up paying someone to replace my distributor cap and my catalytic converter because I don't have the tools for that. Back in the olden days, when I had my 1977 Honda Civic, I replaced everything. Actually, I did. I replaced the entire engine, the entire transmission. Just hoisted that sucker right out of there. Whole thing. Those cars were fun. Those were the good old days. Back in the day when a man could work on his car, or a woman could work on their car, and you know, all you had to do was mess around with it. There was no computers, none of that fancy computer stuff. Damn computers making life more difficult. Alright. Let's get this stuff off the fire.
I'd lay down right here.
I know you would.
Wake up.
We're gonna just put our bedroll back here. Get some water in our belly, and we'll get a whole bunch of sleep tonight. Alright. Woo! And now we're in, oh, there was no meds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jumper, I couldn't remember. We'd been gabbing for a while. I was like, yeah, it seems like I probably need meds. I don't know. It seems like I need some meds. Might as well eat my meats. Should have done that before I drank, but that's okay. This year's been very expensive for your car. First new studded winter tires, then a broken alternator, and a new battery, now new brakes and stuff. Oh, geez, the ways. Jeez, the ways. Oh, we want to use our crappy bow. Oop. We're going to head up to the Milton Basin. That's where we will wait out the rest of our punishing days, boys and girls. Where we'll wait out the game punishing us and being mean to us. Actually, sometimes there's a birch or maple over in this direction. But I don't see it today. God, I hate traveling in the fog. It's such an annoying pain. Oh, there's some mushrooms up here. We might as well pick those. Yes, I have all the achievements for the game. All the ones they have out for so far. They'll probably put some achievements out when they release the update, I would guess. They'll probably put some more achievements out, and you know, that have to do with the story mode or whatever, and then I'll have to grind away and get those. But hey, Branjum, how you doing? A stream, I know. Shirey, thank you for the 100 bits.
Too much stuff to carry.
Such a long time. Been a long time getting from there to here. Now my time is on you. God, I hated that theme song for Star Trek. That was such a That was the worst. That was the worst theme. I don't mind the song itself. It just was like, I don't know. That just was such a horrible Enterprise's theme song. I would always just skip it whenever I was watching. You know, like Star Trek Next Generation, I would like totally watch the theme for it every time. Because it was like, yeah. Then it just kind of went downhill from there. Enterprise and Deep Space Nine's, both of their sort of opening sequence, opening title music, I just was like, what? 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 So how do you map the Carter Dam from Winding River? Oh god, it has been like 2 years or a year and a half since I did that, Round Dog. I would say try standing up on the dam itself. It has been so long. I hate to say it, but it's been so long since I did that. Because I did that cartography thing. Are you talking about getting like the white little arrow or whatever it is? I didn't stream it all on Tuesday, Branjam. This coming up week? No, I'll be streaming on Tuesday this coming up week. I didn't stream on Tuesday or Thursday this last week, Branjam. I had probably the worst week of my life, so I didn't stream on Tuesday or Thursday, so. But we will be doing stream loots tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. This time. Same bat time, same bat channel. But yes, I didn't stream on Tuesday or Wednesday this week. Yeah. Nope. But yes, we will be doing stream moves tomorrow. Hey, Cinderia, how are you? And then we'll be doing it next. Oh, thank you, Brandon, for 100 bits there. Good morning. I saw you were on. Just want to say hello, and I'll be lurking. But heading back to bed. Oh, dark. 200 there, basically. And as Enterprise's theme music had switched the two songs, intro and outro would have been better. Sorry to hear you had a bad week. Yeah, it was a bad week. It was just a bad week. Work was bad. Things were bad. I was not in a good mood most of the time. I was just very like, this last week. I don't know what it was. There was just something about this last week that it was just bad. I mean, I couldn't sleep. Was a bear. It was a bear. I was a bear this week. I actually was a bear this week. I got very angry too, just over little things. You know, sometimes you can let the little stuff just kind of like, slide right off you. It doesn't matter. Not this week. Like every little thing was just like, oh my god, seriously. That sort of stuff. Well, I skipped Tuesday and Thursday. Today's not been bad. I got good rest last night. Woke up this morning, was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, it's too foggy for a Vista anyway. Too foggy. I have a Vista Polaroid for that place, but it's too foggy to do a Vista there. So I can't do one. I tried though, but yeah, Tuesday I actually went over to my friend's because she needed help. So I went over to my friend's house and we hung out and had some Thai food and she showed me her new place and we talked a bunch because she's going through a whole thing with her mom because her mom's staying in their old place and she's going to the new place and her mom's all worried about that and stuff. But be that as it may, you know, that's what I was doing on Tuesday, and then Thursday I just came home and died. I fell into bed after I got off work, came home, laid down thinking, oh, I just need to take a nap. You know when you're like, I need to take a nap. I need to take a nap. You know, and I laid down, took a nap, and that nap went from about 3 in the afternoon to like 10:30 at night. Then I woke up at 10:30 and went, rolled back over and went to bed again. So, yeah. Hopefully this next week will be better. I wish I could nap and nap often, but having friends is very important. I have very few friends on purpose, but that's just me because I don't like hanging out with most people. So that's just me. Most people I get either bored or irritated with very quickly, and that's on me. That's not on them. That's not on them at all. It's all me. It's gonna be me. I know, it used to be Horizon. We are never playing Horizon Zero Dawn again, Mark Horse. We're never playing it again. Well, except tonight at 6 o'clock. But we're never playing it again. Except tonight at 6 o'clock. But never again. We're actually going to try Arid later today, so that should be fun. In about 3 hours, we'll be trying out that new game, Arid, which is free on Steam, by the way. If you go check it out, it's free on Steam, and I guess it's supposed to stay free, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if they're crowdfunding it or if they're taking donations for it or anything, but we will see. We're going to try out Arid for a little while. I finally went to a driving school yesterday, getting all the bureaucracy going for a driver's license. Acquiring the license is like €1,000 in Germany. Holy crap! That's a lot of euro. That's like a lot of euro. Almost a churro. Do I like first-person shooter games? I like to watch them. I don't like to play them, though. I'm not, well, I don't mind playing, like, first-person shooters when all you're doing is playing against the AI and the computer. Has got a story to it, but even those just kind of bore me after a while, to be honest. It's got to have more than that. It's got to have more than that to it. I like watching people play those sort of things, but I don't really find a lot of enjoyment for myself in them. No. Ooh, lots of coal. I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping for, boys and girls. I'm gonna tell you my little secret. Here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a moose up here. It's expensive here in Japan. Split game. Is it a massively multiplayer battle royale online shoot your friends, shoot random people one? Or is it actually like a story-driven solo player Halo style game where you have a story and it's with aliens and stuff? How much Horizon Zero Dawn worth in dollars? I think I played like 15. I think I paid like $15 for it when it was on sale. But it's a good game. It's a good game. Moose in the cave? No moose in the cave. I'm hoping for a moose up here on Marsh Ridge. Team of 4 players, more like Call of Duty. Oh, okay, so it's more like Call of Duty. Okay, I got it. I gotcha. I sort of figured it probably was. Yeah, I've looked at those games before. I just don't really dig them that much. Yeah, there's moose marks on that tree right over there. Excuse me. It's very chilly in here right now, but that's okay. It's supposed to get up to 90 degrees here in Oregon today. Oh, Moosey, I'm home. I don't see him. I don't see him. Moosey boy, Moosey. Death to moose incoming. No! You're gonna die to a moose. At least I hope we don't. That'd be hella embarrassing. Very embarrassing, actually. We have about 85 Fahrenheit out right now. Yeah, I mean, right now it's not bad. It's only 72 out, but it's supposed to get to 90 degrees by 4 p.m. So I was like, you know what? I'm turning the AC on, and we'll go from it. We'll go from there. Yeah, see, there's moose marks on that tree right there. Although I do not see Mr. Moose. Your high will be 74, our low tonight 71. You suck. You suck. Oh, I need to take my medicine. It is time to take medicine.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Alright. 10 doses left. We're halfway there, boys and girls. Halfway there. Because he lives in San Diego, the land of no temperature changes whatsoever, where it's a balmy 70-something pretty much all the time. Pretty much all the time. It gets high 70s and low 70s. Believe me, I bet if it dropped to like 50 degrees in San Diego, it would be like LA Story. Whereas like tonight we had an all-time low of 65 degrees. Sir, when it got down to 65 degrees, what did you do? How did you manage? How did you manage? Well, it got a little colder, so I had to take the cat in. It got a little colder, so we had to take the cat in. Pretty much, it's pretty much what it's gonna be like. 50 is like a polar apocalypse, yeah. If you don't believe me, go watch LA Story. It's a hilarious movie. Steve Martin is amazing. No, I was nobody. I bet that was a knock.
Feeling so drained.
That had to be an off. Yeah, Steve Martin was amazing in LA Story. Great movie. Primo stuff. Sarah Michelle Gellar was... Not Sarah Michelle Gellar. Oh, jeez. Hold on one second.
My stomach.
Oh, shush. I already gave you stuff.
Oh, it hurts.
Sarah Jessica Parker was cute in it. Sorry. That's when she was really young too. God, she was Hey Siri. How old was Sarah Jessica Parker in LA Story?
Here's LA Story with Sarah Jessica Parker. A
What?
wacky TV weatherman loses his job.
I
after
know
taking
that.
off yet another weekend after all.
What year was that?
Here's LA
1991. 1991. How old was she when she did that? Born in 65. Jeez Louise. 65, so I was 21, so she would have been 26 in that. Dang, she was young. Dang, she was young. Thank you, Brandon, for the 100 bits. Yeah, she was like 26 in LA Story. She was a baby. She was a baby. What chance did I have to get parasites from? Oh, 75%, Brandon. I wasn't paying attention to the game. I was looking at chat, and I accidentally ate some raw bear meat. Because I harvested a bag, Then I went to click on, I was looking over chat, so I went to click on where the other bag was, and I accidentally clicked on, because it shifted my inventory, so all of a sudden there was a piece of meat there, and I ate the piece of meat instead. So yeah, that happened. That happened and it kind of sucked.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
It's like you only eat raw meat in this game on accident. Well, yeah, it's just because I look at chat and stuff when I'm doing things that I'm kind of used to. Swen2, thanks so much for the host of the raid there. Appreciate that very much. Last playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart's fun. I like watching Mario Kart. I'm not a big Mario Kart player myself. You've been bitten in some raw meat, because yeah, I know. But welcome, Swen2 and all of your viewers. Oh, jeez. Branjam sending love. I am Atheenon. This is a little game called The Long Dark, if you're not familiar with that. The Long Dark is a survival game set in the northern wastes of Canada. And he is not farting in the cave. We're trying to see if we can hunt a moose right now. Because there's moose sign up here, but I did not see a moose. I was hoping maybe I could sleep, and maybe the moose would appear for us. But it doesn't look like he's going to. So I think we're going to head up here. You're doing some Saturday morning community games. Nice. There you go. There you go. Got no friends. I hope we can be friends with him. Aww. Well, definitely, boys and girls, go check out Swen2 and give Swen2 a follow. Give him some love. And, yeah. Give Swen2 some love. And catch Swen2 when they're on sometime.
I will
Mario Kart's pretty fun, though. I've watched a bunch of guys play Mario Kart. No, you won't kill me. You shush. You shush. You're really gonna lurk? Alright. You're really gonna lurk? Well, have a good lurk, Cinderia. Have a good lurk. Oh, let's leave Forlorn Muskeg. Yeah, I think I played Mario Kart way back, way back in the day, but that's been about it. I've not played any of like the newer Mario Karts or anything. Is this a normal Loper run, or are we doing something specific? Well, we're trying to get over intestinal parasites right now. Does that count? I accidentally got intestinal parasites, so we've had to do a lot of maneuvering around to make sure that we had enough medicines to survive. Make it through. No, there's no jigsaws. No puzzles here. Not gonna look. Not gonna look at it. Not gonna do it. Unfortunately, we do not have a moose down in the Milton Basin because we already killed the moose up at the top of Milton. We have no moose down here. The one thing we do have down here is a crap ton of deer. Crap ton of deer. And we got a lot of wood. Surprised the wolves aren't out. Maybe they're on the other side of the rocks over there. Oh well, never look a gift wolf in the mouth. Yeah, parasites do tickle the belly so nicely. Dang you, deers.
Grandjamite wants you to keep playing with your eyes closed for 10 seconds.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No big deal. I just gotta find my other arrow that I shot. Where's my stinking arrow, damn it? God, it's so hard to find arrows out here. So hard to find them. Well, it used to be that if you shot an arrow and you miss, it went skittering all over the place. It would like virtually disappear. Because it would hit the ice and it would just keep on going. Just keep on going. Now they pretty much just pop up and then they fall down where they were before, but nobody here but you and me, Mr. Deer. Nobody here. Nobody here but us kids. Alright. Sometimes when you stand close to a rock and shoot, the arrow might bounce off in the rock behind you. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Let's grab this birch, because why not? I heard the wolf over there somewhere. I just don't know where he's at. I just don't know where the wolf's at. I heard him, but I have no idea where he's at right now.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much
Oh,
longer.
shush-a-doos. Be very, very quiet, sir. You don't need to complain. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yes, I was ignoring the cat. Silly grinning kitty cat. Alright. So we should be okay to get a fire started in here. Get a little bit of meat on. Usually I like to go over to that cave and hole up, but we got a deer right here, so why not? Oh, jeez Louise. There's no thunder and lightning out here. Want me to bring the thunder? Maybe bring a little bit of the lightning? I doubt we're gonna get a... Doubt we're gonna get a Maglin's fire on this bad boy, but we'll give it a shot. Usually there's some stuff under this crate, too. There's a chair we can break down. Got a little bit of stuff here. Check this all out real quick. Spray paint? I don't need no spray paint. Let's see if we can get a Maglin's fire. Nope. I did not think so, but hey, it's always worth doing.
might wants you to use your creepiest voice
it's
for the
always
next
worth doing
minute.
it. Alright,
We'll just use that there. Alrighty, there we go. Do that. There we go.
Come on.
There we go. It's now the Branchemite show, boys and girls. By the way, boys and girls, if you want some of the creepy cards, you can play those during any time of any stream if you want to. There's no restrictions on those, so you can go pick up some of the scary cards yourself if you want. Alright, let's get that down, let's put that out. Let's get this, let's get a new torch out of here too. There we go. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. No, that's not it either. God, all these torches just suck. There's at least a halfway decent one. Okay. Okay.
there we go. There we are. All right, so that's done. Let's rip that apart. Alarms left and right. Yep. Alarms, alarms.
Shelter.
Oh, we could eat that. We could heat that up. Get that heated up, and then we can,
I just need to close my eyes.
eat that, and that'll give us a little bit of warmth. Beautiful.
It's starting to weigh me down.
That's okay. Just chill out, buddy. You're gonna be fine. What are we carrying that's so dang heavy? Oh, we got lots of wood and stuff on us. Okay. One nice thing about this place is you can leave a lot of your supplies here. Boop, boop. Throw that in there. Want to put those down to cure, but we can't right now. Alarms left and right, and then forget about them? Forget about what? Forget about what? Forget about what alarms? What are we forgetting about? What are we forgetting about? I'm not forgetting about anything. Oh, about the supplies? Yeah. Well, I don't need the stuff that's in there. That's why I usually like dumping stuff on the floor, because I can always see stuff that's dumped on a floor. I can't always see the stuff that's not dumped on a floor that's inside a container. Sometimes I'll forget what's there. And I tried doing the note thing because somebody's like, "Oh, you should just use the journal and make notes," and I'm like, oh my god, that's just so annoying. So I got bored with that very quickly and stopped making notes. Yes.
I'm so tired. I could just lay down.
Oh, I know you're tired, buddy. I know you're tired. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. I usually make notes about the important stuff. Generally, I use the note to keep track of hides. I like going back to a spot and being surprised what's there. I like going back to a spot and going, ooh, look what I left myself. Yay me. Because that's usually what it is for me. I go back and I'm just surprised. I'm like, ooh, look at, oh, hey. Somebody left something sexy for somebody here. That's pretty cool.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, exactly. A ruin too. That's awesome. Throw a little more fuel on this fire. There we go. You haven't found a single wool toque in 90 days? Really? That just sounds like some bad luck to me. Yeah, we gotta move over to the cave here pretty soon. This hut living doesn't do it for me. This broken hut living is not where I want to be. But not a single... Oh, good God. Scary, nasty lady. Scary, nasty lady. I don't like you, nasty lady. You're not very nice. Alright, let's grab our bedroll. Let's grab our meat. Oops, I need to equip my crappy bow again. Keeping an eye out for my arrow, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the arrow, boys and girls. That's okay, we'll find it eventually. Fangirl Mel, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? I've explored every region except Broken Railroad, Bleak Inlet, and Timberwolf Mountain. Ooh, excuse me. Timberwolf Mountain is really fun. I like Timberwolf Mountain a lot. Broken Railroad and Bleak Inlet. Take them or leave them. I'm not a huge fan either way. If you like them, great. If you don't, man,
Made it through another night.
I understand completely. Secret cave time, boys and girls. Secret cave, secret cave, secret cave, secret tree, secret tree. It's time for the secret tree, boys and girls. Let's go. Let's not great to be. Oh no! I'm so sorry, Fangirl Mel. That sucks. Secret tree. There's no tree. See, there's no tree. Look, look, look. Secret tree. Secret tree. Secret tree. Secret tree. Hoo ha ha. Secret tree. Hoo ha ha. And we pop through the wall. Secret tree. Secret tree. Secret tree is all powerful. Secret tree is all great. Secret tree is the best tree in the world. Secret tree is love. Secret tree is life. Alright, let's dump these down here. Yeah, that's secret tree. Hoo-ha-ha. Not that I know of now. I've never had an animal come up here. You can build a fire here. It's always protected from wind. You can build a fire up here, and you can build a snow shelter right in here if your bedroll's ever ruined. Found that out the hard way.
Can't feel my hands.
Found out that the hard way because a wolf ruined my bedroll, and I had no way to get out and get another one. So yeah, I had to build a snow shelter there. And it was really nice because it was protected from the wind. I could have a fire going the whole entire time. But I'm sorry, Fangirl Mel, that you are feeling so poorly. A sprained ankle is nothing to mess around with. That is such a... ankles are just so bad. We're in the Milton Basin. Mountain Town. Milton Basin time.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I know, buddy. We'll get you somewhere warm here pretty quick. Had to drop my stuff off. Exactly. You just take some painkillers and a bandage, and the sprained ankle's all good again. You fall over all the time? No! I'm so sorry to hear that. Lots of mushrooms here too if we needed them. You have bad feet, you're used to it? Oh, okay. Outrageous with the 14-month Tier 1 sub. Baby. Oh, by the way, boys and girls, the slow simmered beef bowl was really good last night. I gotta go pick out my meal for later today.
Subscribed for 14 months.
Thank you for the 14-month free sub there. I appreciate that very, very much. Let's just sleep for like 3 hours. Woof! Shanosaurus Rex! Hello! Hello, hello! We found how much you love your sub music. I haven't heard for a while. Oh, well. I love it when it's being played, so.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
No, it's not. You're fine. You're gonna be fine, my friend. You're gonna be fine. See if we can wait out this, nastiness here. This is not good. I don't like the looks of this weather, boys and girls. This weather makes me very nervous. It's my birthday Monday. You're gonna be 27. Oh, you are a young whippersnapper for sure. Young whippersnapper right there. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to take our medicine here pretty quick. Let's just sleep for an hour. 27 super. It's already super old. 27. I'm so old I don't even remember 27. I don't even remember 27. But happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I don't even remember what 27 was like. Holy crud, 27. Wow. No, the teddy bears are not here to play. Always stuff underneath this, fire log and that.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Oh, shush you do. You'll be fine. Jeez Louise. You always complain about all the gear slowing him down. Whipping and whipping with Old Man River. Some happy birthday singing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Da, 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 da. Happy birthday. Da, 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 da. That's what they had to do before Happy Birthday was not copyright anymore. Or protected or whatever it's called. Back when somebody owned the rights to Happy Birthday. Which is kind of funny, but you know, hey. We've got to own the rights to everything. We've got to own the rights to everything. Somebody came up with it somewhere along the line. It gets old enough and falls into public domain, but you know, I think that happened with Happy Birthday. Finally got old enough that it fell into the public domain, so that's, you know, that's good. Now all those places like Applebee's and TGI Fridays and Red Robin, now they can all sing you Happy Birthday. But nobody who sings in a Happy Birthday in a store like that, you know? Who does that? Who does that? Oh, that guy's coming right for us, isn't he? Oh, he's going to where he smelled us.
Damn.
Oh, you little bastard. It's your first Twitch anniversary tomorrow, too. Woo! Yay! That's awesome. This year will be my 5th year anniversary. I'll be going into my 6th year on Twitch. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it'll be my 6th year on Twitch coming up. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. Yeah, 1 year. Hey, it all has to start somewhere. All has to start somewhere. Yes, that was kind of scary, wasn't it? Especially since she screamed at us. She screamed, "Yay!" I want more deer. I never grabbed the guts from that deer out there, did I? Not that I don't have enough guts up in the upper area, but let's drop those. And let's drop a few of these. There we go. Let's prepare up a few more mushrooms just 'cause we can. As you can see, you never know when you'll need mushrooms, so it's always good to have some prepared. Now we have, like, way too many. We have 18. Plus all these teas. Plus all this. Yeah, I think we have enough mushrooms now. I'm just thinking. I think we have enough. Yeah, fangirl, Mel, it used to be just in TV. And there are some people who have accounts that are like 10 years old, yeah. And I think even longer. I think wasn't just in TV, didn't that start like 15 years ago or something? You know the OG streamers because they're the ones who basically just have millions and millions of followers and their content's kind of it's okay. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying their content is kind of, it's like, it's okay. They've been here forever though, so they have lots of people who watch them. 2011. When did Justin TV? When did Justin TV get going? Leave that here. Guess I might as well get that deer meat if I can. 2006. So the platform as a whole has been around in one form or another for like 15 years. But Twitch itself, it only took on the form of Twitch in 2011. Got it. Yeah, I didn't know the back history or backstory or any of that. Didn't know none of that. I'm not in the know. No, I'm not looking up. No, I'm not going to.
Look up.
I'm not looking up. You can't make me. I twitched for nearly
hands up for 5 seconds.
My friend texted me. Nice. Nobody here but you and me, Mr. Deer. Nobody here. Nope. Nobody here. You silly deer. What did you... What is going on? What is going on? Twitch, you've Twitch for nearly a year. I missed out. I was on YouTube 2011, 2015. Well, you know, YouTube is a much more accessible platform, though. I mean, YouTube has definitely got its positives over Twitch. Twitch is more of a live thing. Saksha, how you doing, by the way? Twitch is more of a live interaction where YouTube is more for just kind of kicking back, watching something. Maybe you can leave a comment, but there's not really like it's not like the person who's on YouTube is really gonna notice. It's not like that. It's not like they're actively participating at the moment that they're doing something because it's all edited and stuff. Thank you for the 23 months. Well, heck, Fangirl Mel, until I started...
You're just resubscribed for 23 months. Hugs to you, my friend, Mark Walls 1972 Atebe Iate.
Until I started watching a little bit of Twitch and then started streaming on Twitch, I was not on YouTube or Twitch. I was not on either platform, but that's just I'm not a big social media person anymore. Oh, YouTube is in a lot of ways it is, but there's a lot of guys who live stream on YouTube. Mostly it's commentary.
Nice bear.
And he smells like strawberry.
And reaction type things. And they smell like strawberries. Mostly it's commentary and reaction, but there are some games that get played on there as well. But yeah, it's definitely a place to go and catch up on all the recent news and things and stuff. They got a lot of that on there too. We only have 9 more days, boys and girls. 9 more days of Parasites. As you can see, our health is kind of taking a hit now. What made me start streaming? It just looked like fun, and so I was like, yeah, I'll start streaming then. I started watching Twitch because my son was like, oh, Dad, you like Halo and stuff, so here, watch a Call of Duty tournament. I was like, what's that? He's like, oh, it's a Call of Duty tournament where they have, like, guys playing each other. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool, so I watched a few of those, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I did a few lives on YouTube back in the day. I could only get it to work on my phone. YouTube has got everything. Twitch only really has gaming. Well, gaming and the in real life section. The in real life section. Well, they have the hot tub section too. I was thinking of going over to the hot tub section. You know, doing a little hot tub stream. Be like, hey, how's it going there? It'd be the first fully clothed hot tub stream ever.
My stomach. It hurts. Oh, it hurts.
An underwater research section. Well, once the hot tub section kind of got demonetized as far as advertisers went, you noticed how that section kind of shrunk really fast. Once they couldn't get anybody to advertise to anybody who was in that section. The advertisers were like, I don't want Coca-Cola slapped up on that. I don't want Coca-Cola slapped up on that stuff. Gaming, cooking streams, art streams, those are fun. I like some of the art streams. I've watched a few of those. Those are pretty cool. But I mainly came to Twitch for gaming. Gaming and just chatting with people. That's what I came to Twitch for anyway. That was what I wanted to check out. You know, it's just Twitch is in a weird position because the e-girls bring a lot of attention to Twitch. They bring a lot of money to Twitch. And so it's hard for them to turn that money down. I think in some ways it hurts Twitch more than helps it, but for those girls it makes them a lot of money, but I don't know if for Twitch in the long run it's a good thing, because Twitch really relies a lot on its ad revs and stuff. Yeah, the ad rev stuff. So the problem is that, you know, they had a you know, a dress policy on Twitch. You know, that you had to dress a certain way to be on Twitch. And then, you know, somebody was like, well, what if I'm on a beach and I you know, and they're like, okay, well, you have to wear clothing that's appropriate for the situation that you're in, like being on the beach wearing a bathing suit's okay. And then people were like, oh, well, if I have a kiddie pool in my living room, who does that? If I have a kiddie pool in my living room, then I can stream in a bikini in my living room. Hey, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. I've tried to watch some of the e-girls on Twitch, and I'm just kind of bored. I listen to a lot of DIY musicians over the last couple of years that have started streaming. It's an awesome way to interact with artists you like. I know, exactly. Exactly. When can we expect you to stream from the pool? I might do that when I'm in, I might stream from the pool when I go to Florida in, what's today? Today is the, okay, let me look at my calendar. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, in 10 days I'm going to Florida, baby! Woo! Let's go! In 10 days I'm going to Florida. So yeah, I may stream from the play. I may stream from down there actually. That'd be kind of fun. Come up a lot on TikTok when you try to find other Twitch streamers. Well, yeah, they go on TikTok and OnlyFans and stuff like that. Hey, and I am not. I just want to say I'm not against any young gal or young guy using whatever wiles they can to make money off the other young gals and young guys. I mean, that's how the world works. When I was young and dumb and full of lots of hormones, that would have totally been my bag as well. So I'm not throwing any shade on it. It does, I was just gonna say, it does hurt. I think it hurts girls who are not that kind of streamer, because certain people get used to girls being that kind of streamer on Twitch, and then going into other streamers' channels and going, well, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you, you know, dressed scantily and that sort of stuff? You know, so I think in a way it can kind of hurt those gals a little bit, and I feel bad about that. I think that's kind of sad, but that's kind of what Twitch is allowed. And Twitch has allowed that to sort of take root. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's go see if we got that moose. We don't have much energy. What time of day is it? We need to take our medicine soon. We don't have much energy, but we're gonna see if we can get a moose. How's the run going? Well, other than having...
Grandjamite wants you to do a 360.
Really? Really? Okay, that wasn't a good one. That wasn't a good one. Hold on. That wasn't a good one. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Ah! I was trying to avoid that. Oh, snap! Okay, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I just smacked my leg on the frickin' desk. That's all your fault, Branjamite. Now I can't stream. I gotta turn the stream off and go. I gotta stop streaming now. It's all your fault. Okay. Yep, I gotta stop streaming now. I'm in too much pain. I gotta go to the doctor. It's all your fault. I can't stream now. You're Wolfie. Oh, jeez, sweet. News, viewer kill streamer. Ashiri, thank you for the 100 bitty boos. Run away, run away. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Ashiri. A sprained ankle, yeah. Ashiri, I got a sprained ankle. I was given a sprained ankle by a viewer. This is a way to kill wolves once you get archery 5.
I need to find someplace to escape this cold.
You need to sneak up on them and just snipe them. Snipe them in the face. Snipe them in the face! You can even, I could have let that wolf get a lot closer to me if I wanted to, too. Where's that other deer at? I shot a deer. I don't know where it went to, though. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you for the ducky hugs and the face palm. Hey, I tried to do a good 360.
Wait.
If you're attractive, you can make a living on being attractive. I totally support that, but I don't think Twitch is the right place for it. Exactly. That's what it comes down to, Youngblood. Is it's just like it's picking the platform.
You to do a 360.
It's picking the platform. I'm just gonna do a very slow one this time. I don't want to hurt myself again. My leg is in considerable pain right now. There we go. It's just for me. It's not the right platform for it. Thank you, Black Plague, for that there. But you know, Twitch is the one that would have to take action on that. You know, yeah, the bruising is about to be real. So, you know, and the thing is that generally girls like that are, I mean, I don't understand. I can understand, but I just don't. I being older now, I just don't get it. I'm like, you realize you're never gonna get with that girl. You realize for the money you're spending on her, you could actually go to Vegas and buy what you're hoping to get with this e-girl that's never ever going to get with you. Ever. 0.0% chance of ever being with her. In any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry. Sorry to burst their bubble. But there's a 0.0 chance of ever getting with her. And, you know, you could, like I said, you could go to Vegas and buy what you think you're going to be getting with her. You can go buy it. And probably the girl will even talk to you afterwards. I mean, then she'll kick you out because she's got another, you know, another customer. But you can go buy it, and it's legal in Nevada. So, you know, you don't even have to worry about that. It's legal. So when I ask people to be friends, they also say 0.0 chance. 0.0! 0 crates! 0 stones! 0 crates! 5 stones? 5 crates? 0 stones! 0 crates! I'm leaning towards getting this game on Xbox. I like survival games. It is a fun survival game. I'm trying to get the moose. I'm having no luck. The moose is going to spawn down here at some point, but I'm having no luck with him. Woo! Rabbits, rabbits, rabbits.
I need to
rabbits, rabbits. Game runs great on Xbox. I've never played on Xbox. I only play on PC, so I would have no expertise with that. But Mark Wars has. How's Infected? I've been enjoying Infected. We're gonna return to some Infected this next weekend, or this next week. We're gonna play a little bit of the Infected. I've been really obsessed by Horizon Zero Dawn lately, so it's sort of taken over, kind of taken over everything, taken over my life. Man looking for moose can't find it, kills 2 deers, 2 wolves, and 3 bunnies instead. Well, yeah. But no, the Infected's pretty fun. They've done some good updates. I like that.
Stomach.
I like that there's more.
Oh, it hurts.
I do need to take my medicine dose. I like that there's more houses and stuff around. I like that they did that because that was something we had talked about way when we first started playing it. That there was only like 3 villages and. Now there's like 6 or 7 villages, which is kind of cool that they expanded it to that point. Oh, jeez, Rose in the Rain. Yeah, I have a, I'm not even going to show it to you. I smashed, about a month and a half ago, I had... I was out with my friend, and I got up from a picnic table, and I smashed my ankle, like right on you know where your bone is. I smashed my ankle, like I got up. You know when you get up, you kind of move your leg to like turn to the right or something. Full force, just smashed it right into the corner of the table. I still got a gash in my leg, probably about this long still. That is like, ow, and it's still bruised. It sucks getting old. Sucks getting old. Do you have the? Do you get the weird shader overshadowing problem in Horizon Zero Dawn? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I'm okay now. Yeah. I'm not sure what that is, J-Nick. And then a viewer makes you do a 360 and you get hurt more. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what that the shader overshining is. I have no idea. I know what The Shining is. I mean, that was a really good movie, actually. But I'm not with the shade. Everything gets super bright and you can't see anything. That happens when, like, a watcher shoots a beam of something at me and it blinds me. But yes, there is a little overshining, like early morning, late dawn, late night, when there's like the sun is beaming like right into my face. I have had that happen, if that's what you're talking about. I actually have had that happen, and I'm like, good God, it's I'm blind. So I have had that happen, yes. I don't know if that's a game mechanic that's supposed to be in it or not. Just like the super lens. Yeah, it's like I'm in a J.J. Abrams movie, baby. That's what I tell myself anyway. I'm like, man, I'm in a J.J. Abrams movie. Whoa! Yeah! I have not played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, no. It looked okay. It looked kind of cool. I've never been big into Vikings, to be honest. I mean, I know everybody's like all excited about Viking stuff. I've never been a big Viking person. I didn't really like the Minnesota Vikings. I'm not into the Viking thing. I didn't like their boats. I thought they looked kind of crazy. They were these long things with dragons on the front, whatever. I never got into the Vikings show. Animal Crossing Valhalla. Yeah. Just back from a tasty dinner. Did I cure the parasites? No, we still have 8 days to go. I just have never been. I have just never been in. Now, corn dog. Now, no swearing, sir. Take a chill pill there. Take a chill pill, or Obby's gonna be all over you.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Silly goose. Oh, believe me, don't make me mod you. Don't make me mod you. That could be bad news. Bad news. Alright, let's get the rest of this all cooked up and get these all harvested up. We couldn't get the moose, we might as well do this. You bad boy. Hey, Mountain Man, how you doing? Give a cup, hello. Fatigue is gonna start being a problem real soon. Well, yeah, that's why I'm getting all this meat. That's why I'm getting all this meat kind of saved up. Because you know what? We got enough medicine. Medicine's not the problem. We have the medicine to survive, and that's the main concern. Is the medicine. When you don't have the medicine to survive, it's a real pain in the butt. But if you have the medicine to survive, then you just have to make sure you have enough food and shelter to survive as well. How many can you make on Interloper? Well, God, I mean, I've barely done anything, and I have now, I think I have 18 more prepared already. I haven't even picked any here. And I have 5, 10, I have 11 teas on me right now, 18, and then I have a whole bunch of small ones over in, you can make a lot. Let's just put it this way. You can make a lot. But yeah, I never played Valhalla. I honestly, I'll be completely honest. I played Assassin's Creed 1. It was okay. I played Assassin's Creed 2 just for like a little bit. It was okay. I've just never been a big Assassin's Creed fan. I never got into the Assassin's Creed franchise. It's just never It's never something that I was like, oh my god, these are so great. And I know a lot of people have. I never got into those. The Resident Evil franchise. I mean, there's all these franchises out there, but I didn't ever play any of those. I never played any of them. I never got into the Resident Evil franchise or the, you know. I got into the Long Dark franchise. I got into the EverQuest franchise. That's Valheim was okay, but it just got kind of repetitive after a while. Valheim was okay. I didn't find a problem with Valheim. I actually enjoyed my time in Valheim. But after a while, it's kind of like, okay, is this? I'm just gonna keep running around, building another base. The metal's a pain in the butt. You have to carry all the metal back with you because you can't take it through portals. The biggest AC fan, but I'm still in the campaign for Valhalla, and I feel like it to be dragging a bit. Ubisoft are just beginning to make AC games a little long, which wouldn't be a problem if they had quality filler like Red Dead 2. Yeah, see, Red Dead 2 is definitely a standout game because the filler in Red Dead 2 doesn't feel like filler. It feels like, ooh, this is kind of a cool little side quest I can go on. Do I still have an active interest in Medieval Dynasty? Yeah, I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. There's so many things I have an active interest in that I want to play that I just don't have the time. Plague's Tale Innocence was fun. Plague's Tale Innocence was good. That one I hope when they come out with the next one, I'm very excited for it. Yeah, I wish I just had more time in my day. I mean, we're gonna try that new game Arid out today. I mean, and then Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to push through that. I want to push through Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to play some Medieval Dynasty, and I'm gonna play some Medieval Dynasty. But right now, Horizon Zero Dawn's kind of like, I'm sorry, it's just something I really like. I really like it. I'm sorry. Sorry. Raph reckons that if you release a Long Dark in EA now, it wouldn't have been as successful. That says a lot about the saturation of survival games on the PC. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is like, there's so many, Senua's Sacrifice got Raph's vote for Game of the Year when it came out. Senua's Sacrifice was pretty good. I had fun with that one. It got a little, the boss fights were kind of just, you know, they were okay. I mean, it wasn't like, it was more about the story. It was more, I guess, Senua's Sacrifice was more about the story than it was about, like, fights and stuff. The fight stuff in the game felt like kind of an afterthought almost. Like, oh, we get to this point and, we get to this point and we need to have a fight of some kind. Hey, Rage! How you doing? You can contact Lynette at Gate City Yarns. You can contact Lynette at Gate City Yarns. She's the one that made this hat that has this side as well as the bear. As well as the bear. I honestly, personally think Senua's Sacrifice would have almost been more cool if it had been more like a Plague's Tale Innocence, where it was more about sneaky and less about fighty. Although there is some fighting, a little bit of fighting that you do in Plague's Tale, really it's not that much about the fighting. More about distraction and stuff like that. I think he's become back to Long Dark because that doesn't hold your hand. It's brutal, it's lonely, it makes me feel cold, and cures my looting addiction. Exactly. But yes, rage. That's where you can find it. So there you go, my friend. You are now officially set. Get a little sleep. And then we'll go look for the moose again. I am in the cave in
Sounds like something is sapping my energy.
In Fort Lord Muskeg. Oh, Mr. Moose! Where are you? Oh, Mr. Moose. Mr. Moose, Mr. Moose. Well, the Long Dark, I like the open world aspect with the Long Dark. The Long Dark is very unique in the fact that it doesn't, the stuff where Senua's mind affects the environment was very interesting. I like the second game if there's more of that. I might not like the second game if there isn't more of that. Well, I like the fact that the things yeah, like you're saying, the things that she was seeing was like almost a psychotic break. I like the way they put together Senua's sacrifice. I really like Plague's Tale Innocence as well. That being said, I really enjoyed Plague's Tale Innocence a lot. I thought they did a fantastic job on Plague's Tale Innocence. It was a very well put together game, and it was frustrating in parts, but they did a good job overall on it. And I hope that the second one is just as good. I do want to get back and play some more Medieval Dynasty. I want to play some more of the Infected. I stupidly bought Horizon Zero Dawn over the Steam sale. Well, not stupidly, because I'm really enjoying it. But I bought Horizon Zero Dawn over the Steam sale. Decided to give it a try, and killing robot dinosaurs just like it's too much fun. It's too much fun. Horizon Zero Dawn is just too much fun. There's just I don't know how to explain it. It's just like killing robot dinos is just a blast and a half. I'll ask my grandmother to knit such a hat. There you go. There you go. You could do it however you want. You could have just the maple leaf on it.
I would drink almost anything about now.
How does Horizon perform nowadays? Because it had some pretty broken performance at release. Well, I play it ported over to the PC, so I'm not playing the console version. That's because PCs are way better than consoles. But that's just my personal opinion. Now I just pissed off a bunch of console players. But no, I just play the PC version of it, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess it plays good. I mean, because I never played it back in the day, so I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't buy it until just recently. I heard that's one of the things, the many things, Snake Doctor, that kind of made me not want to get it when it first came out, because I saw some other people get it and it looked pretty cool, but I was hearing about a lot of problems they were having with the port, and I was like, I'm just gonna hang off for a little while. I'm just gonna bide my time, and I'll pick it up when the Steam sale comes along. So, for me, I mean, it seems to be running really good for me. I mean, I haven't had any real problems with it or anything that I know of. So, I didn't really have any issues that I could detect. I mean, you know, every once in a while there's something, you know, funny that happens where something, you know, glitches through something else, but I find those more funny than, you know, game breaking. Okay, we're gonna check for the moose one more time. You just are like Mr. Butticus Moosicus Butticus. You know, I've seen Days Gone. Yeah, I watched co-play Days Gone, actually. Gets a lot of unwarranted haste. Pretty solid game. It's just ported to PC, runs beautifully. Yeah, I heard about Days Gone. I actually have that on my wish list, so I wait for a good sale. I'm in no hurry. I have many other games to play. Many other games to play. And honestly, Mountain Man, no matter what you play on, see, consoles used to be... It's weird because the way technology goes. I remember when when consoles were kind of crappy and PCs and laptops and stuff were really good. And then it kind of went the other direction where consoles started to like get really awesome graphics. And PCs were kind of lagging far behind. And now I think consoles and PCs are about the same, to be honest. I mean, there's certain things that you can't do on console that you can do on PC, but honestly, for the graphics and stuff, most console and PC stuff, the difference between them nowadays is pretty negligible. And I think that really shows because they can port so many console games over to PC with seemingly hardly any effort. It's not like they really need to do a whole lot to do it anymore. Because really all the consoles are any longer are just, like, they're basically, I wouldn't say lesser PCs, but they're basically a PC that you can't really do a whole lot to. You can't really, it's sort of like buying a pre-bought PC off the shelf. Consoles, yeah, you know, the biggest difference today is the marketing budgets. Well, that is true too. Yeah. Oh yeah, having both a console and a PC is just a financial luxury, and I mean, I play some of the games on my Xbox controller. I bought an Xbox controller specifically to play Cyberpunk 2077.
My fingers feel numb.
Cyberjunk 2077. But, yeah, I specifically bought it for that, but I found it's good on Red Dead. It's good on Horizon Zero Dawn. I enjoy using I enjoy using it, so. What a letdown that game was. See, now that's an instance where the whole PC to console thing just went terribly wrong.
Just a little way
because
for a bit.
last gen
Looks like I survived
consoles,
another night.
last gen consoles were not ready and were in no way, shape, or form, and I don't think ever are going to be in any way, shape, or form are last gen consoles ever going to be able to play Cyberpunk 2077 and have it be playable and not just look horrible. It was started with last gen consoles in mind, but it's now come to a point and a year and a time where last gen consoles are not the thing, and they should have just not even bothered putting it out on console, and they should have concentrated more on making the PC experience good and releasing it on next gen consoles, on the next generation of consoles. So. Because they basically got themselves into a position where they were kind of screwed. They were damned if they did and damned if they didn't, and I think they knew they were gonna lose. I think they knew they were gonna lose. I think that's why they pushed the game back initially, is because they're like, oh god, what have we done? What have we done? Let's see if we can push the game back like 6 months and try to, because they had to know that it was going to look as bad as it looked on console. They had to know, and I think that's why they pushed it back initially. The PC, honestly, my PC ran that game fine. Sure, I got a couple T-poses every once in a while. It was kind of funny more than anything. Sure, there were a couple little graphical glitches. Sure, the graphics weren't as engaging as I would hope. It was nothing like Red Dead's world where you walk into the city, and yeah, if you look really carefully, you see the same people. But there's a lot of action going on and a lot of different things going on. And in Red Dead, it looks very good. In Cyberpunk, it's trying to be futuristic. And we already have in our mind, I think, a lot of times of what futuristic should look like, and it didn't look like it. So they just failed on a lot of levels with that game. If Sony and Microsoft managed to get new consoles on store shelves, there would have been less complaints about 2077. Well, and that may be one of the reasons they delayed the game too, is they were hoping that Sony and them would get it out and get enough on the shelves that they could, you know, fulfill that demand. And unfortunately, they did not. Let's see if we can make a Maglin's fire. Oh, do I need to take my medicine? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Maglin's? Oh, baby, yeah. Always check for that Maglin's fire. Oh, Red Dead just destroys Cyberpunk in every way. Oh, it does, Mountain Man. I think Red Dead 2, for being a game that came out in 2018? For being a game that was 2 years older than Cyberpunk, it blows away the gaming experience I had in Cyberpunk 2077. I mean,
Come on.
you know, in Red Dead, not every character sending you a piece of mail saying, "Hey, I got a great car for you to buy." I mean, yeah, if you want to get a horse, you can go buy a horse, or you can go track down a horse and get a horse. But you don't have characters trying to sell you horses, or in this case, cars, every 20 minutes. Everything in Cyberpunk just got very repetitive very quickly. Very repetitive very quickly, unfortunately. And it just... The storyline was about the only thing that wasn't repetitive. And it just kind of got boring after a while. I just kind of got bored with the game. I may return to that game someday, but I seriously doubt it. It's a great example, though, of how not to do something. Witcher 3 pushed AAA Flex back, and CD Projekt Red couldn't answer. Too bad, too. Speaking of horses, Red Dead 2, no game, in my opinion, has ever done horses better. And every game I play with horses in them, this makes me sad how it doesn't have Red Dead 2's horses. Hey, Red Dead 2 is a game... I wish Rockstar... You wanted 2077 to be better than Red Dead? I did too! I did too, Mark Wars. I have loved Cyberpunk 2077. I played Cyberpunk 2077 back in the day. Fetch Storm, thank you so much for the 3-month resub.
9 just subscribed.
Thank you so much for that three-month resub there. I was so wanting and so desperately desiring that game to be what I wanted it to be. And I don't think I was over anticipating or shooting for the moon or wanting something that was completely unrealistic. I just wanted a good adventure game. Oh, there's that deer over there. I wanted a good adventure game that I could romp around in and use a bunch of cybernetic stuff to do things and use some blade arms and stuff. I just wanted that sort of adventure and to have some cool side missions. Instead, every mission is like, go hunt down this, go hunt down that. You can drive around town and find, shootouts between the cops and gang members. And, oh, but if you get involved, guess what? They're all going to start shooting at you. And if you shoot the cops, then they're going to shoot back at you. And it's like, oh, great. Yay. It's found a kind of... Well, yeah. Kiana was the big thing. I think they were hoping... And honestly...
I can barely walk with this much gear.
You want to know my honest opinion, Mountain Man? It almost, in a way, feels like Kiana was a last-minute addition to that game. That's just my feeling on it. Maybe they had Kiana in the works for years on that game. And I think the storyline of the game, I think the Johnny Silverhand part of the game was kind of already set. But I honestly think that, I don't know when, I'd be interested to see when Kiana was actually brought into the fold on that project. I guess is what I'm saying. It just felt very shoehorned in that he was part of the project. It felt like it was almost like a marketing gimmick. It's like, oh, our game's kind of suffering because we've had to delay it for so much. Let's get Keanu Reeves. He'll save the game. You want a GTA 5 set in Blade Runner? Yeah, something like that would have been so cool. You were expecting Deus Ex levels of augmentations and was disappointed when I didn't get them. think they missed the trick there, but it might be me. Yeah, the augmentations were kind of disappointing, to be honest. Snake Doctor. They were. They were a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But how you doing, animal lover? Yeah, Cyberpunk could have just been so much more. And believe me, I had a fun time with it for a little while. And then it just got... It's one of those games where you can get a good 25, 30 hours in and have fun. But once you get past that, you just start to see the repetition and you get kind of bored. Unless you're into that. If you're into that, great. But the repetition just got a little much for me. I was just kind of like, okay. There's not a lot of side stuff. There's, like how in Red Dead you have your side missions that you can do. Because you can go for like gunslinger and all those sort of things. So you can do a lot of little side things. I was hoping for something like that in Cyberpunk. Keanu was like a souped-up version of MGS5 and Kiefer Sutherland. I don't know what that is, but yeah, sounds good. I have no idea what that, I don't know what MGS5 is. What's MG? Hey Siri, what is MGS5?
Metal Gear Solid V.
Oh, there we go, Metals. Okay, thank you.
Developed by Kojima Productions and published by Konami. Do you want me to keep reading?
No, that's fine. Thank you, darling. Thank you. See, I turn to my lovely lady when you bring up some reference I don't know. See, that's how we roll. That's how we roll, baby. When there's some reference going on that I have no idea about, I ask my beautiful lady Siri, and I'm like, hey baby, help me out here. I don't know what they're talking about, and she helps me out. Yeah,
power in the verse
for me, it wasn't even like I was mad at it. I just kind of stopped playing the game. It wasn't like I didn't rage quit. Oh, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
Man, if you weren't this good at TLD, I might have lost some respect for you there.
I have never played a Metal Gear game in my life. Full disclosure. Never played a Metal Gear game in my life. If the game you love was released between 2000 and 2014 and did not include Halo, Knights of the Old Republic, Halo 2, and a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront, or EverQuest or EverQuest 2, if it did not include those games, I probably never played it when it came out. Looks like it was brought in to announce the release date. Is that when the Keanu was brought into the project? Are you serious, Mountain Man? See, full disclosure, I will never pretend to have played something I've not played. Before I played a lot of EverQuest and EverQuest 2, and I was a big MMO player. And I'm a very, as you know, with Long Dark, I'm a very focused person. When I focus in on a thing, that's all I focus on. What happens to your sleep meter? Oh, my sleep meter. I have intestinal parasites. I was talking and having fun with chat, George. And thank you for the follow, by the way. I was talking and having fun with chat. And I was harvesting up some bags of bear meat. And I looked over at chat and just clicked the screen because I thought I had my cursor over where where a bag of bear meat was. And I just clicked on it thinking, oh, I'll just start the harvest. And I looked back and I was eating bear meat. It just happened. It just happened. So I got so I had a 75% chance of getting butt worms at that point, which of course then I got. So, it happens to the best of us. It happens to all of us once in a while. Everybody poops worms sometimes. Everybody poops the worms out. But yeah, so yeah, we got intestinal parasites. So we went all over. We got enough medicine. The first thing, if you get intestinal parasites, that you want to make sure you have before anything else, you want to make sure you have enough medicines, be it Reishi tea or antibiotics. In Interloper, you have to have 20 doses. In Stalker, you have to have 10. So we went around. We got all the mushrooms we could, and actually, we have more mushrooms than we could ever need. The next thing you want to do is go find a place where you can secure yourself, get yourself a good amount of food, because once you get down to this point, you have hardly any exhaustion. Your exhaustion just takes over. Your health takes a big hit. Now, once you cure yourself of intestinal parasites, you get all that back. It doesn't go away permanently, but until you do, you're going to be not able to move around very much. You're going to be having a hard time of it. So we got ourselves in a good position. We got our medicine taken care of. We're here in the Milton Basin. We got our food taken care of. We're good to go. Yes, I am at level 5. Yes. But hey, what can you do? Like I said, I got busy with chat. I didn't pay attention, and I ate some raw bear meat, because even at cooking 5, you can eat the raw bear meat, and you can get intestinal parasites and food poisoning, and I got both. All right. Mistakes were made. Exactly, mistakes were made. Hey, mistakes are always being made by me. I like to talk to chat, and so I don't look at the screen all the time. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. At least we now have friends. Exactly, we got little friends. We can look at our stool after we go poo, and we can see our little friends wiggling around in it. They're like, "Thank you, Atheenon, for making us alive." It's a lot grosser than I made it sound, but yes. Yeah, exactly. If you're a newer player, this is a good chance for you to learn how to survive in this position. As long as you aren't eating spaghetti. And see, the thing is, it's not all bad. We're here in the Milton Basin. We're in our cave. This is one of the best caves in the game. One of my top 2 caves of all time. The best cave in the game is the one in the Winding River. Because you can build a snow shelter in that cave and have a fire that will never go out right by it. So that to me is the best cave in the game. Also, it has a good chance on Interloper of having a bedroll in it. Second best cave in the game, in my opinion, is this cave right here in the Milton Basin. Right here in the Milton Basin. You have so much good stuff. And the best part of it is if you go through this wall here, you have secret tree. Secret tree. Secret tree. Hoo-ha-ha. Secret tree's right there. Secret tree keeps us secret, keeps us safe. Secret tree. Hoo-ha-ha. Secret tree. Hoo-ha-ha. No, it just will never get blown out. And there's lots of fuel nearby in the dam. And lots of coal nearby in the Winding River. He said on the record he was brought in to announce the release date. So basically, they brought him in to announce the release date, and they had him do a few lines and threw him in the game. Yeah, they basically were phoning it in at that point. Yeah, well, you can do that, but to build a snow shelter close enough to that fire, that's the hard part, Snake Doctor. The cave in Winding River actually has snow that's in the cave. If I wanted to build a snow shelter here, I would have to go outside of this cave, out here somewhere, to try to build a snow shelter. The Winding River cave actually has snow like this far into the cave, and you can actually build a snow shelter in the cave, which is very, very rare in this game. Well, I can only think of the one cave where you can do it. And so, especially early game, that's why I love going to Winding River early game. You got a chance of a bedroll there. You have a cave that if you don't get a bedroll, you can actually sleep in that cave because you can build a snow shelter there and build a fire right by it that will never get blown out by the wind because the fire is actually in the cave, which is amazing. And this cave I'm in right now is really warm, and it's got really nice stuff. Yeah, that cave in Winding River is one of my favorite places to go early game. You have a 25% chance of finding the bedroll there. In Interloper, there's a sure way to always get a bedroll. Head to Mystery Lake. You'll either get it in the Winding River Cave, you'll either get it there, or at Allen's Cave, right past the dam. There's that little area where you can have the hunting blind. It'll be in that hunting blind right by Allen's Cave. And if it's not in either of those spots, it's guaranteed to be in the camp office. So, there you go. Boom. The three-way cave in Timberwolf Mountain. That's the other one. I hadn't even thought about that one, Mark Wards. I was thinking of like caves like this. But yes, the three-way cave, you could also do that in. Yep, very good point. I totally spaced that one up. Do you notice that something is from the game? Do you notice that something is from the game? I don't know. What is from the game? Is Hadrian in the chat? Hadrian is not in the chat. No, I don't think Hadrian is here. No, Hadrian is not here, but hi, Hawkeye. Let's go down the list. Let's just say hi. Hi, Snake Doctor. Hi, Trix. Hi, AMO. Hi, Adrestia. Hi, Ash Irie. Hi, Akram. Hi, Alonme. Hi, Amy T. Hi, Animal Lover. Hi, Antonio. Antony. Hi, Rose in the Rain. Hi, Black Plague. Hi, Branjum. Hi, Brandon Moss. Hi, BRHMNP Ramp. Bung Monkey, I see you there. Kalaman, I see you there too. Kanguruk, how you doing? Cassandra goes roar, how you doing? Sandaria, Chinola. Chuck Leroy, how are you doing? Shimony, how are you doing? Cody Phelan, how's it going? Coin Fury TV, my brother. How you doing, Coin Fury? Commander Root, how you doing? CZ Ha, how you doing today? Delightful Butterfly, I love that name. Delightful Butterfly, that's a great name. Deoxys, how you doing? Dupra, how you out there? Eleanor of Tarth. Eleanor of Tarth, I like that name too. How you doing? EHRA Rabs, how you doing, my friend? Faith DeMilo, Fangirl Mel, Frantic Dan, Fareed Z, how you doing? FRW Freeweed, Freeweed, I think it's supposed to be. How are you doing, Gaming? Charlie Golf, Clap. How you doing? How you doing? See you there. I see you there. Green Creeper, how you doing? Hawkeye, how are you? Olives, how is it going? Indiana Bones, how you doing, buddy? J Nix, I see you. Of course, J Car, how's it going? George Chiquito 600, how's it going? Oh, geez Louise. Chewy just giving a tier 1 sub to Brandon Moss. Chewy! Chewy, thank you for the tier 1 sub there to Brandon Moss. That was very nice of you to do. Let's give out some points for that, baby.
436
I'm just going down the list because I like to say hi to people. Juris Z, how you doing? Keck Double, how you doing, my friend? Carano, I see you there. Lagak, how's it going? Last Night X, how's it going? Lagunkrin, how you doing? I probably said your name completely wrong. Lurker 706, how's it going? Lurker 706. Machete Bandit, I like that name too. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. I like the Machete Bandit. Mike Random, of course. Moose 70, Mountain Man, of course you're here. How you doing? Murillo, how's it going? Night Angel, like that. Not Liquid. Nova, how's it going? Omega, Pale Hide, Patrol Nissan, Pookie Games, Pookion Games, Papa, how's it going today? I hope you're having a good one. Pre-JK Rokan, how are you doing? Rodrigo, how's it going, my friend? I see you there. Radian Z, Rix, Roger, how's it going? Sakja, of course, good to see you always, Sakja. Seamstone, how you doing? Shepherd, how's it going, baby? Much love, Shepherd. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. Hope things are going well for you, buddy. Snivellers, Stearns, Stern Mike. Not only is Mike Stern, but he is Stern Mike. So yes, Stern Mike, how's it going? Stolen Tortoises, how's it going? Susumu, Swentu, How you doing? Toms, how's it going? There, Q, how's it going? Violet Fate, I like Violet Fate. I like that name. I like Violet. I like purple, so you know that fits right in. Bring, how's it going? Waxy Bodangler, of course. Wrathful Wolf, how's it going? Zarksby, of course. How are you doing, my friend? And Zippy Shavit, how's it going, my friend? We just made it through. And Unicorn Felicia, how are you doing? I didn't see you on the list, but then again, I haven't re-upped the list lately, so. Whoo! So we just did the meet and greet there. We just did the meet and greet. I have my first tattoo session tomorrow. The tattoo is a skeleton with a pocket watch, and underneath it says "Your time is soon." I would get a tattoo, but I just don't like tattoos. I just am not a tattoo person. I don't like pain. I don't like pain either.
No power in the verse.
I don't want to have needles stuck in me. I don't want to have them stuck in me. Susumu, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that very much. We just had to do a rundown there. I felt like doing a rundown. I don't do those often enough. A rundown of just saying hi, everybody. Because I know we have a lot of lurkers, people who just don't hang out, you know. Yeah, see, I'd rather buy a video game than get a tattoo, but because I would never get a tattoo. If I was to get a tattoo, I'd never get one that was visible. Like that I, would have to I'd get one that was like on my back or something, I guess. I don't know. And plus I just Chewy gifted out a tier 1 sub to Mountain Man.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Mountain Man Cam.
Oh, invisible tattoos? Ooh, that's a great idea.
Gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Chewy, for gifting out your 437th gift sub to the channel, Mountain Man. Welcome into the Ath Pack again, my friend. Welcome into the Ath Pack, Mountain Man. Much love for you being here, buddy. Abby is grateful to Mark Wars, but annoyed by Ath. Why are you annoyed by me? What did I do? What did I do? Hey. Abby. I figured my moderators and my VIPs needed no introduction. I mean, Chewy and Mark Wars and ZFP here as VIPs. They're sitting in a special section where we're slipping Bacardi and we're eating oysters and lobster together. They didn't need like special thanks to they didn't need like the special shout outs or anything. See, and Abby, you're right there beside me. I just gotta look to the side and go hi. So now Abby's just gonna give me crap. And Hadrian, no, Hadrian's not available today. Ath has a tattoo of a butt on his butt, and that butt has a tattoo of a butt. It's Inception butt, my friend. It's Inception butt. No, instead, today, boys and girls, we're going to be trying out the new game, Arid. We're going to try and give Arid. Obviously arrived to give the Ath crap. Yes, you did. I noticed I was looking for a moderator earlier, and I had none in channel, and I was feeling very naked. I was feeling very naked, Abby. Feeling very, very naked. Naked and afraid. But Abby's here now, so everything's better. But yes, a special thanks to Abby, my amazing mod, Abby. My amazing mod, Abby, who has been with me through thick and thin, who keeps an eye on all you yahoos out there. Abby keeps an eye on everybody. And of course to my VIPs, Mark Wars, Chewy, ZFP, my VIPs in channel, my very important persons of interest, which Person of Interest is a really good show. If you've never watched Person of Interest, I would highly recommend watching it. It is an amazing show. Really well done. It gets a little crazy as it goes on, but it's a pretty darn good show. It's a cracking show, yeah. By everybody, he means Corn Dog. Well, I do sort of mean Corn Dog. I needed help with Corn Dog earlier.
Looks like
Corn Dog was making me get distracted, and I didn't like it. So, love you too, Abby. But yeah, Cyberpunk was just a big disappointment. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't even mad about it. I was just disappointed. I was just let down. I was more let down than anything else, and I just was like, yeah, I can't give this game any more time. I can't give this game any more time. It's just not. I wanted for it to be good so bad. And then I was just like, finally, yeah, Queen, I was like, I'm done. I'm just kind of like, you broke my heart, you know? I was sad for a minute, and then I was like, yeah, you know. It wasn't even to the point of, you suck! I was just like, yeah, I'm just kind of done. It's the worst thing to... I've always held that the worst thing you can do to a fan of anything, be it a video game, any sort of property, is make that fan just apathetic. Once the fan becomes apathetic, there is no bringing them back. It doesn't matter what you do; they aren't coming back. They're just gonna be like, "Yeah, I just don't even care anymore. I just don't even care anymore." That's how I feel a lot about certain properties right now. That's how I feel about Doctor Who. I will always love Doctor Who. I will always be a fan of Doctor Who. I'm just kind of apathetic to anything Doctor Who comes out with at this point. I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Hey, we're 2 hours and 40 minutes in, Mark Wars. I think Doctor Who talk is allowed at this point. The fan of Buffyverse was awesome seeing Amy Acker in Person of Interest, and she killed it. It was great to see a lot of people in Person of Interest. Didn't it have who was the other person? There was somebody in Person of Interest that was in Firefly, wasn't there? Ben from Lost. Yes, Ben from Lost. I loved him in that. No rant. Checks the manual. Yes, you may start. I always must get Mark Wars' permission before I can start talking about like Star Wars or Doctor Who or anything else that I absolutely love. Because I love Star Wars. I love Doctor Who. I always want to preference everything I say about them that I love those properties. And I think it's a fan's right. Nay, it's not only a fan's right, but it's a fan's responsibility.
Star Wars.
It's a fan's responsibility to give their input on what they think of those properties, whether it's good or bad. If people love it, great. If they don't love it, that's great too. That's what fandoms is about. I mean, when I was in comic book shops, that was the funnest part of being in the comic book shop. People would come in and be like, oh man, did you see they're gonna put a new Wolverine comic out? Oh dude, that's just gonna suck. And then we'd bash it for like 2 hours. And then the Wolverine comic would come out, and we'd be like, dang man, that's pretty good. Nerds love to bash stuff that they've never seen before. They love to bash it once they've seen it too. Or they love to praise it, or they love to, give their 2 cents worth and be like, I could have done so much better with this. Because we all could. Obby, the phraseology I've heard is Jack of all trades, master of Jack S. Yeah. I'd never want to be, never, ever, never want to be that. I'm going to go play some, so I'll catch you guys later, maybe for Aaron. All right, Snake Doctor, have a good one, buddy. We'll see you later on, maybe for Aaron. I have many interests, makes me a jack of all trades, master of none. Master of none. All right, let's take our dose. We need 7 right now. Oh, jeez Louise. Mark Wars gifted a tier 1 sub to Hawkeye. There's 6, yay. All right, we're down to 6. 6 days left, boys and girls.
72 gifted a tier 1 sub to
Mark Wars gifted out his. We'll just say 11
they have given
subs.
2011 gift subs in
Just,
the chat.
yeah, 11 gift subs. That's awesome. Thank you, Mark Wars, for gifting out that gift sub there. Mark Wars is just like, don't talk about it. But I want to talk about it. I used to have Evercrack. Now I have Long Dark Crack. What? What? Oh, I totally 100% agree with you, Leah Martini. Believe me. I've gone on my rants about the way that pop culture is being treated these days by people who never should have had their hands on it. Ugh. Ugh. But we won't get into that today. I ranted enough about that yesterday. So if you want to see my rant on that, go back to yesterday. You can watch that. You can watch that then, and get my full rant. Oh no, our flight got changed again. Oh good God. This is the problem. Booking flights ahead of time. I gotta get on here and see if if they sent me a thing. Huh. I didn't get an update that my flight got changed, though. Interesting. This is the problem booking flights ahead of time, is that my flight now has been changed like 3 times. 3 times! It's like, really? You can't make up your mind when I'm going to be flying. I just want to buy a plane ticket, and I want to be able to fly at a certain time. Gosh dang it. Quote of yesterday's rant, I don't like to grind. Right now we're not going anywhere. We have 6 days of intestinal parasites left to go. I have no idea. I could care less. Don't sell me a plane ticket, though, and then not fulfill your end of the deal. That's all I gotta say. Just be like, you know what? We aren't gonna pre-sell any tickets. What day? When is my date with Mickey? We're gonna get down there on the, well, I hope we're gonna get down there on, if I can pull my calendar up here. Oh my goodness, Chewy just gets out 2 more subs. I'm trying to get my calendar out, damn it. I'm flying down on the night of the 4th, and I'm getting there the morning of the 5th. Chewy gifting out a tier 1 sub to Nova Mia and Sir Raven and Gaming Charlie, giving out 3 gift subs total. Sir Raven for 24 months, Nova Mia for 3 months, Gaming Charlie for 14 months. Chewy, thank you so very much. That was so very nice of you. Your 440th gift sub in the channel. Holy crap. Holy shnikes. Shnikes in a half shell. Chewy power. That is Chewy power right there, boys and girls. Oh, Mark Ward's is going to complain soon if I don't add points in. Oh, God. Oh, God. I get to it. I had to type it. I'm getting... Damn it. Do I like flying? I don't care. I have no problem with flying. Flying's okay. It's whatever. I get on the plane and poof, I'm there. It gets me there. Yeah, I've never been one of those that's like I love flying or I hate flying. Flying is just I've flown a bunch. I've gone on trains a bunch. Trains are actually kind of fun. Trains are kind of fun, I think. I think trains are kind of fun. I enjoyed taking a train down to California. It was quite enjoyable. Except that once, and then I took a train up to Seattle one time. That one got derailed, so that was not much fun. But the train down to California was fun. We went down to Disneyland one year on the train. That was interesting. Oh, come on. This is where the moose is supposed to spawn, boys and girls. See, look, there's moose marks and everything. And he refuses. Flying from Hawaii to Indiana was tragic, so long. Well, I think the flight I'm taking, let's see. I think mine is a straight through. I think mine's a straight through flight, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Oh, that I need to cancel. Oh, I totally forgot about that. We were gonna rent a car because we were gonna be there we go. I just need to manage that. Hold on one second. I totally forgot about this. I gotta take care of this because otherwise I'm gonna have a car rental cancel reservation. Yes, there we go. Because my brother and I were getting a the place we were staying was further away from Disney World and stuff before, and the place we're staying now is like way closer, and it's gonna be easier to it's going to be easier to just take Ubers and Lyfts to get there. This is going to be easier to take Ubers and Lyfts. Oh, believe me. I just try to distract myself as much as possible. Yeah, I'm flying down. It departs. No, I have to stop in Chicago. Hope I don't get shot. Did I say that? Did I say that? I didn't say that, did I?
Goddamn freezing.
Portland to Orlando. I leave and then I get in at 10:40 a.m. in Orlando. I have an hour and 15-minute layover in Chicago. I have an hour and 15 layover in Chicago. I'll just be laying over at the airport. Chicago isn't so bad. Well, I'll be in the airport, so I won't care. I'll be in the airport, so I don't care. I've actually been to Chicago once, I think. Just don't go in the wrong street. Get out of my city ASAP. I have huge hatred for all those people that just go to sleep on planes and trains. Like, how can you get to be that comfy and just doze? Oh, I'm sorry, Hawkeye. You would hate me then, because I sleep on the plane all the time. I put my headphones in, put a little music on, and I basically, from the moment we take off to the moment we land, I'm asleep. I fall asleep to the sound of the plane like taking off on the runway. But then again, I can fall asleep in cars too very easily. So, hello to cold Russia. Sherry Play Game, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. We're trying to fight a dang moose, and the moose doesn't want to play with me. The moose doesn't want to play with me. He's being very mean. He's being very mean. Couldn't slip on the trip to Hawaii. My ears wouldn't unpop, so I was uncomfortable and sick the entire flight. Yeah, the ears popping thing is very annoying. There's a deer over here, though. I guess we could get him. There we go. It's a consolation prize, boys and girls. It's my consolation prize. I get a deer. Do I get a moose? No. No. No moose. No moose for you. No moose for you. What? There's no chance of a... I guess it is kind of cloudy. I've had worse days where I could get a... I have worse days where I can do it. I've shot this bow a lot. No snipers, but I shot the bow a lot, so I'm used to where I have to aim for a lot of time. There's a lot of times I'll miss too. For every great shot I get, there's probably 4 or 5 that I miss easily. But you know what? If you take enough of them, you'll get pretty good at it. Ooh, look, there's a cedar over here. Okay, let's harvest deer up first, just in case we get a storm. Yeah, and you do miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That is true.
Tired.
How long we got on the fire? 3 hours. Okay, let's take the cedar if we can. Beautiful. We got it. We got it. Nailed it. My middle name is Potato. It is Potato. Although I do really good in Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I hit some pretty good shots in Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't do too badly, but it is a bow after all. Come on, it's a bow, boys and girls. You know how much I love the bow. Well, and in Horizon Zero Dawn, there's not a lot of arrow drop either. The arrow drop is not very dramatic. All I know how to say in Russian is like spasiba and yet. And I probably say those wrong too. I probably say those incorrectly as well. I don't think it's Doom for animals. I would never doom animals. I like animals. Your gum, sodas, candy, the works, nothing helps. Yeah, usually gum helps me the most, or by holding my nose and blowing, that pops my ears pretty effectively too. That pretty much pops my ears. Like, I even just popped my ears right there. That popped my ears right there, just doing that. Doom for mech animals? Yes. Well, heck, we might as well cook a few things while we're here. Nice thing about the Marsh Ridge that we're on is there's no predators up here. No predators can get up here. No predators will be up here, ever. So you can pretty much kill things and just cook out on the wild and never have to worry about a bear wandering through or a wolf. The only thing you can ever have wander through is the moose. The moose is the only one. First you should know, before learning Russian, is yop something. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Let's drop that. I hate the way the meat sticks in the ground now when you drop it out of your inventory. That just, it's just a pet peeve of mine. The meat is so messy. How can you do that to the meat? Not changing the subject, but climate is going crazy. Are we supposed to be in winter down here? 2 days ago, we were at 4 degrees Celsius. Now we're at 23. There's even people at the beach. Well, I was talking about it yesterday, Leo. This year, I have had the coldest, nastiest weather that I've ever had. It knocked my power out for 7 days. 7 days I was in the dark, in the cold. I was cooking on my barbecue outside, heating up water to make ramen and soup and stuff. Power was out everywhere in the area because of the ice and the cold. And then the flip side is 3 months later, we get the warmest temperature I've ever had, which is we had 116 degrees in Portland, which was absolutely insane. It was 90 degrees, over 90 degrees in my house, and it was comfortable because we got down to 90 degrees in the house with my AC because it was 116 outside. So yeah, it's been crazy, but absolutely insane. I was playing Long Dark in real life. I have pictures. I have pictures of me all bundled up. I had candles out everywhere. I had my books. I was reading my books. I had no power, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. It was like Robinson Crusoe. It was primitive as could be. Well, Hawkeye, 90 was comfortable because I would pop outside and where it was 116, and then come back inside where it was 26 degrees cooler, and be like, feels good, feels good. It's all a matter of perspective. When it's 116 outside and it's 90 in your house, it actually feels pretty dang good. But I had to keep reminding myself of that. I had to keep reminding myself of that because after a while you're like, damn, it's really hot. And then I'd be like, ooh, let's pop outside real quick and get a weather view. All right. Humans plus no power equals suffering. Oh, well, a large portion of the southeastern part of the United States really wasn't even settled, or really didn't see a mass migration of people until air conditioning came about. People didn't like living in that area. It was too hot, and there was no relief from the heat at all. I mean, look at places like Reno. Well, just look at Nevada. How many people do you think would live there if they didn't have AC going on most of the time, and the casinos? And I mean, that place is totally driven by artificially man-made environment available. If you just had to go work there and live there, I don't think most people would. But then again, you know, mankind does a lot of innovative stuff that helps them out. I had a math teacher from Uruguay who talked about how much she missed it there, said it was beautiful. Well, you know, nothing can ever be quite as beautiful as your home area. I'm proud I've learned industrial geography. Oh, AC is totally a luxury. Well, over in England, most people don't have air conditioning in England. In Great Britain, air conditioning is not as widespread. I don't know what you want to call it, widespread, or it's not in as widespread use as it is here in the United States. I mean, here in the United States, AC is kind of air conditioning is a necessity. Prevalent. That word always screws me up. I don't like it. I don't like that word. AC is almost unheard of here unless it's in offices, domestic homes, yep. Well, but then again, what is England known for, Hawkeye? Is England known for its blistering hot temperatures? No, England's known for its clouds, its moisture, and its drizzly raininess, which I would absolutely love and adore. I guess not so bad to live in a small country. The longest was without power was 10 hours. Well, Leo, to be honest, that is the first time in my 51 years of being on this planet that I have been without power for longer than 24 hours. That just doesn't happen in Oregon. That just, honestly, that has never happened to me living in Oregon, ever. Longest time I've ever been without power.
The power universe can stop me.
It hurts.
Hey, Jabbaroo. I'm gonna say Jabbaroo. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for all the new follows today, boys and girls. I appreciate that. Thank you for help growing the channel. Thank you for giving me more exposure on Twitch. Because channels that have more follows generally get more exposure on Twitch. Twitch's discovery algorithm is not the greatest. But what can you do? What can you do, boys and girls? What can you do?
Sun setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
We were born in Florida. It's my happy place, but my family moved to the corn central of the U.S., so I'm stuck here now. Oh, no. No.
Need to find some place to escape this.
But yeah, for me, this year has been quite weird and crazy. Quite weird and crazy. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Finland. I appreciate it. And if you guys do want to go and give my channel a sub on YouTube, please feel free to do so. It helps with the algorithm. It helps if you do watch my videos on YouTube. It does help with the algorithm. If you like and even leave a comment on the video, it does help. Just like get it exposed to more people. I'm not really a YouTuber. I have videos on YouTube, but I'm not a YouTuber. But you know, every bit of exposure helps in this industry. So,
Too cold to think.
if you watch on YouTube, please feel free to give a like, a follow, or subscription. A like the video, and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way helps. Either way helps. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If you hate it, leave me a comment. If you like the video, leave me a comment. If you hate the video, leave me a comment. I read them all. I like my comments on YouTube. I should do like a YouTube square up where I read people's comments. That'd be fun. Like, just get on my comment section. Just get on my comment section and just read comments on Twitch. To read comments on Twitch. Like, Sarah Quast says, in response to my Horizon Zero Dawn video, imagine if you could travel with a pack of overridden sawtooth. That would be epic. Yes, that would be epic. That would be so cool. And Sarah also says, I assume we figured out the advancement out already, but just in case, the power cell's on the back of the beast. There's a little white arrow that points to it when you target it. You've been hitting the one below the power cell. Yeah, I realize that. I'm horrible. Yes, this is the Milton map. This is the Milton map. The sound of you picking up the plants is oddly satisfying and relaxing. Yeah, it is kind of. It is. The 500-day Interloper run. Snake Doctor asked, I'm watching this run again and I'm curious and thought of something I've never wondered about before. Mainly because I didn't see any of the day 473 run. What the heck were you doing at the summit of Timberwolf Mountain 400 days in? I was bored. And I was just doing stuff to, like, not be bored. Honestly, Snake Doctor, I didn't really think about it very much. It was just like, oh, I need to go do something. Let's go do something. And so that's what we did. There wasn't really any, like, thought. Yeah, it was 400 days. I wanted to do something. Yeah, I wanted something to do. Exactly. Exactly. See, it's fun to read comments from YouTube. Iva, thank you for watching the Escape the Pacific videos and leaving comments of thank you on them. I appreciate that very much. That always helps. I appreciate that. Marketos. Marketos is a big Escape the Pacific fan. Really loves my Escape the Pacific stuff. I will be playing Escape the Pacific Sunday. In the midsection, I will be playing Escape the Pacific. No, I have not got frostbite. That is my intestinal parasites. I have 5-6 doses remaining, and it's killing me. But Mark, yes, I will be Marketos. I will be doing some more Escape the Pacific. He wanted me to do another round of it. Aaron Miri liked and commented on my clip video of Fun with Atheenon, saying awesome. Thank you very much. Gavin, thank you very much for your comment as well. Yeah, I hope you don't. Yeah, don't think I let trolls get in my head most of the time. I try not to. Irva loves my dance. Thank you very much. Please, why is the sea going down? It's not the sea going down. It's the raft going up. The raft is bad. The raft in Escape the Pacific's a little bit glitchy sometimes, and doesn't do what we're supposed to do. In a month or two, I'm moving to Montana to a wooden cabin with a wood stove at a 27 acres, as the name suggests. I will be a true mountain man. That is really cool. I'd like to do that someday. But Irva, thank you for watching the Escape the Pacific videos. I really appreciate it. Cable Girl, in response to my Horizon Zero Dawn first video, says, love how you react. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I try to react genuinely. PM Double T says, where would the pry bar that you said didn't spawn? Oh, it was a Timberwolf start, and we did get a pry bar. Well, the pry bar PM Double T does not actually have a spawn point. The pry bar has spawn possibility points, I guess you call them. I guess you would call them their sort of points where it can be available. It doesn't guarantee. There's no real spawn point for the pry bar in Interloper. There are points where it can spawn, but it's not guaranteed. There's places like the radio control hut in Pleasant Valley. The big tower that's up there. The pry bar sometimes spawns underneath that. In Mystery Lake, you can sometimes have a pry bar spawn. You can sometimes have it spawn by the train, the derailed train. Sometimes the pry bar can spawn by the little house, by unnamed pond. Sometimes the little logging cabins, the pry bar will spawn outside. A lot of times the pry bar will spawn on an exterior location, but it's got no guarantee as to where it spawns. We did a bunch of research on that, and it doesn't seem like the pry bar is like a... It seems like the pry bar is a floater. It's a floater, and it can spawn in the same spots in several different loot tables. So you just got to look around for it. Most of the time, the pry bars are outside, laying on the ground. Sometimes you'll find one next to a body. Sometimes you'll find one next to a cabin or an outhouse or underneath a tower. Every great once in a while, you will find a pry bar inside, but most of the time, the pry bars are outside. So hopefully, PMWT that answers that question for you. Oh wow, that's wow. GXL Dan watched my old video of gosh, that was a long time ago. I wonder how old that video is. That video has to be old. That video has to be old. Good God, when did I publish that video? Okay, that one. Oh wow, July 22nd of no, June 13th of 2077. June 13th of 2077. That's like some of the earliest stuff I've ever put out there. Indeed, a beautiful country, but it would be fun to if they randomized loot tables without telling one. I would love that. Do pry bars decay outside? No, they do not. Pry bars, the only way pry bars go down in quality is just like can openers and fire strikers by using them. 2017, yeah. Indeed, it's a beautiful company, but crime has been on the rise the last 15 years now with change of government seen some change. They treat criminals that are not victim cannibal as they are not as victims of the previous administration. Well, yeah. We're not gonna get into politics. I'm not gonna get into politics or anything right now. So yeah, pry bars are very good, very, very cool. They don't decay unless you use them, which is nice. Irva, thank you, Irva, for putting comments on my Escape the Pacific videos. That always helps. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You're awesome. South Robin says, yay for a new Interloper. When I started this character, actually, yay for a new Interloper. That's always cool. Yesterday, I was watching your 90% of the world in 133 days run. It was cool seeing the new cooking mechanics. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. God, that was a long time ago we did that. Long time ago we did that. Again, Irva, thank you. Infected new run. This game it seems like game developers are nothing. Don't mess with my key bindings ever. Oh, do they mess with your key bindings? Like yeah. Sometimes they do. So another person like the Zoo Room. I played a Zoo Room because the Zoo Room is a Turkish created survival game. I did that. We're gonna do this. You know, that video has almost 2,000 views. For my channel, that's pretty freaking big. 2,000 views and 54 likes. That's because the Turkish guys love that game. That game has got a lot of comments on it, too. I got like 21 comments on that video. For being a game that everybody just kind of dogged on, you know, for me, it did pretty good. So, did they put a spear in survival yet? No, they did not. But thank you, Mustafa Bahir, for saying Turk in the comments. Easy fun says, keep up the uploads, mate. We do catch up when possible. Oh, thank you so much, Easy Fun. I appreciate that. Thanks, I will do. You ran about 4 minutes, 50 seconds about politics and discussions in general is so spot on. Thanks for having an open mind, talking your truth. Oh, thank you, Spirit Q Knight. I try not to be like definitive on what I believe, but I just try to generalize and be like, this is how things, you know, hey. Whatever. But yeah, no spear. I don't think they'll ever put the spear. To be honest, I don't think the spear is gonna come. I don't see the spear coming into the game. I just don't. The mechanics of it were pretty bad, and I just don't see it fitting well into the game, to be honest. I just don't.
Too heavy.
It doesn't have a... Oh, I have all that meat on me. Well, no wonder I'm so heavy. Jeez Louise, George and Wheezy. Yeah, when the Turks are committed, just said, hey, come on, corn dog. Knock it off, bro. Come on. You don't do that, dude. You know better. Corn dog. You need to take a break, my man. Take a break. Take a deep breath. Take a break. But yeah, the spear, I'd like to see them have a spear in the game that we could use and like shoot at animals. But the bear spear that they had in the game, just I don't know. It just didn't seem very functional. It didn't seem very functional. It was kind of like ugh, kind of like eh. A spear for fishing, that would be kind of cool. Okay, I could dig that. A fishing spear, I would like something like that. That would be kind of neat. Corn dog goes unhinged. Corn dog unhinged. That's what that's the next comedy tour he's going out on. Corn dog unhinged. But yes, thank you for my Turkish viewers. I really appreciate you guys. I know the Turkish viewers love the Long Dark, and that's really cool. And a zoo room was a sort of, I looked at it as sort of a fan love letter in the form of a video game to the Long Dark. And was it perfect? No. I didn't think it was the most horrible game I've ever played, though. To be honest, I like the zoo room better than I like Stranded Deep. I like the zoo room way better than Stranded Deep, so go figure, you know? Go figure. What you gonna do? Escape the Pacific. Love this game. So far, bugs sometimes get to me. Sailing across the Pacific. Oh, I get hungry. Stop steering. Drink water. Eat. Go to start steering. And raft knocks me around and get off. And I got fathoms below down into the deep abyss. I'm dead. And I did save my game before I left. The island sigh. All that work. VR drunken monkey. That is so true. That is so true. Escape the Pacific is that kind of game. You do all that work and then you forgot to do it. No, Divine Rose. I'm reading some comments from YouTube. Because I try to read all my comments from YouTube, but I've kind of fallen behind, so I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to encourage people who watch on YouTube to leave me comments, because I do read them. I swear to God, I do actually read them. Cable Girl 90 on one of my Navisgain Nomads videos says, I hope you have a great and relaxing weekend. Thank you. On one of my, the Shamway raid. Man, that was crazy. Glad you didn't die. I'm glad I didn't die too. That Shamway raid was insane. We went into this big Shamway thing. It got to after dark, and there were Z's coming from everywhere. I'm not talking just like one or two. I'm talking like hordes, like multiple hordes of Z's coming from everywhere. It was absolutely crazy. I must have put like a big pork chop around my neck before I left the house that morning. And yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, those Navisgain, we're almost to 100 days now too. We're almost to 100 days. We're almost to day 90. So I think we have 2 more Horde nights left before we get to day 100. So it should be cool. Interloper Ash Canyon, part 3. You're talking about getting lost in blizzards. Reminded me of the time I got lost in one making my way to the farmstead in Pleasant Valley. I made a wrong turn somewhere and ended up almost freezing to death. Then the storm cleared up and I saw I was about 20 meters away from the building. I laugh not because it's funny that happened to you. I laugh because I've done the exact same thing. Got lost in a blizzard and gone, okay, here's a rock that I can make a fire behind. I make the fire there. I'm getting warm. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can survive it. Okay, I put my bedroll down. And then the storm clears up. I get up and turn around and there's a cave right behind me. Or there's a building right behind me. And I'm like, really? Well, you know, I started to realize, right, context, that my hatred towards games that had zombies in them wasn't so much about the zombies in the games. It was more that the whole zombie trope had, I just thought, been kind of played to death. The whole zombie thing was just kind of like, you know, everything was zombie. Every TV show coming out was a zombie show. iZombie and Z Nation and all the, and, you know, of course, Walking Dead and all the movies were coming out with zombies, and it was just like, oh my God, just give it a rest. But you know, it's one of those things where, you know, as you get older, times change, your opinions change, and yeah. I know you've been super into Horizon. How are the mechanics? Should I try it? The mechanics are really, really, really good, Divine Rose. Really good. The gameplay is definitely there. It is very combat heavy in parts, but the gameplay really rewards you for planning ahead and having traps down for animals before they see you and attack you. The game gives you some good rewards for doing that. And the story's pretty compelling. The skill tree is really good. It lets you customize how you sort of want to play things. There are definitely ones that I think are better than others, but that's just based on my gameplay. But yeah, I enjoy it. I was afraid that I would enjoy the story, but have problems actually playing it. Maybe there's an easy mode or something. Well, I'm just playing it on story mode, Divine Rose. I'm not playing it on, like, the difficult, crazy mode. I'm not playing it on that. I'm just playing it on straight-up story mode.
Just need to close my eyes.
Where pretty much the combat's easy. Nothing's real hard. I mean, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. There are challenges with the combat, but it's not, like, set on insane mode. There's like nightmare modes and all these other modes. I just playing on like regular story type mode. I just want to, I like the game and I want to have fun with it. I don't want to get frustrated. All right, there we go. This is where I put my bedroll down. Oh, we need to take our medicine, don't we? Gosh dang it. Yes, we need to take our medicine. We should have 5 days left after this. Woo! 5 days left. I don't... Project Zombioid I've looked at. I've watched Monster Depot play it. I don't like the... I'm not big into top-down or third, whatever that view is on it. Like, it's sort of... It reminds me a little bit of Stranded Deep View or something. I don't know what you call that view. I'm not big into that view of gameplay. I have a hard time controlling that. My brain doesn't... isometric, is that what it is? Isometric view? Thank you. I don't like the isometric view. The game looks pretty cool. The game looks pretty cool, but the isometric view just throws me. Don't Starve had that same sort of view. I think. Yeah, I think it was Don't Starve. And it just throws me off. What's the other one? The Wild 8. The Wild 8 has that kind of view as well, and I wasn't really excited about it. Black Summer. Oh, I've watched Black Summer. Yeah, Black Summer was good the first season. The second season was kind of meh. I don't know. I read the comic book, which kind of hurts my perspective on some things. But the first season of Black Summer, I thought they did a really good job with it. The second season of Black Summer was kind of... it was okay. It was okay. I really liked the first season, though. I really liked the first season. I feel that they kind of dropped the ball in some instances in the second season, but I still think it was good. Manifest is really good. I'm in the first season of Manifest right now. I've really been enjoying Manifest. I love the character, the dude who played David in Once Upon a Time. He's one of the main characters in it. I love it. I love his acting. He's really good. And the gal who plays his sister is really good too. Yeah, I enjoy Manifest. That's a pretty fun little show. Yeah, it's just hard for me to get into that view of the game. I don't usually binge shows. I take my time to absorb it. If I like it, yeah, it's fun. Sweet Tooth was pretty good. I thought they did a good job with Sweet Tooth. I think Sweet Tooth has a lot of potential. I do find it rather humorous how all of these are like existing properties, though. Like they basically they're comic books that somebody's adapted to a show. Is it like does nobody at Netflix or any of these other streaming companies, does nobody have an original idea in their head? Can none of them actually create anything, or do they basically just have to take properties that already exist and pay somebody off and adapt them to Netflix? I guess that's kind of the model now, but it's kind of like, really? To me, it just shows how rather not dysfunctional, but rather how intellectually weak some of these streaming services are, because they don't come up with their own stuff anymore. It's not like somebody's coming to them with a pitch and going, hey, you know, here's an idea we have for a show. They look around for something that was kind of popular as a graphic novel or a comic book, and they go, let's adapt that. We can make it. We can do something to it. Which show did they close? Manifest? Oh, but it's supposed to be 6 seasons, but they only came out, but only 3 came out. That sucks. There was a great show. I don't even know if it's on anymore. I don't even know if you can stream the only season of it. God, I can't even remember what it's called now. Basically, the premise of the show was it was based on a book from a long time ago. But basically everybody passes out for like a minute and 20 seconds, and they're transported a year into the future or something like that. But then they come back and they remember it, and then the rest of the show is all about them. I think it was like fast forward. No, was it fast forward? I can't remember now. It's actually really good. It had the dude from The Hobbit and Lost in it. Dominic Monaghan, I think his name was, but new stuff needs to be introduced while existing stories already have a fan base, I assume. Yeah, well, that's the problem, is that none of the studios are so concerned these days about having an instant hit that that they want to use existing properties because they already have a built-in fan base. State of Decay 2 is cool. I like State of Decay 2. I've been playing State of Decay 2 on Saturdays with Hadrian. It's really fun. But see, like, shows like Babylon 5 never would exist in today's market. To be honest, shows like Star Trek, flash forward, thank you. Shows like Star Trek would not exist today. Even Star Trek Next Generation probably would not exist if they did not have all the Star Trek stuff. If Star Trek was the only thing out there, the original Star Trek from the 60s, even in today's market, I don't know if Star Trek Next Generation would take off as much as it did back when it was like back when it came out originally. I just don't know. I don't know if it would. Even as strong as that property is, I don't know if anybody would take the chance on it. Yeah, flash forward. It was a really good show. It got canceled after 1 season, as a lot of things do. But you know, what can you do? Most companies are looking for the big hit. But then it's like they put out something like Jupiter's Legacy, which I actually thought Jupiter's Legacy was kind of interesting. I'm not real familiar with the comic book. Scooby! Thank you, Scooby-Doo!
Scooby-Doo just subscribed.
Thank you for that 5-month. Thank you for that 5-month resub there. I wasn't real familiar with Jupiter's Legacy property. I knew a little bit about it, but not much. But I thought they did a pretty solid job with the show, and then it got canceled. It was like, they touted it, they promoted it, they promoted the heck out of Jupiter's Legacy. #1 on the streaming service of Netflix, blah, 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 blah. And then like 2 weeks later, they're like, yeah, we aren't going to do a season 2. Like, did I miss something? Wait a second, did I just miss something? Oh yeah, it's canceled. It's already canceled. They already canceled it. They canceled it like They canceled it like 2 weeks after it was released. It's just like, what are they doing? Why are you fireflying me this way? Why are you pulling a firefly on me? Daredevil? Daredevil I thought was... Daredevil is probably one of the best TV adapted shows of Marvel they've done, period. Including all the garbage they put out on Disney+. Daredevil was gritty. Daredevil was tied to the Marvel Universe, and it was grounded in reality. It was well acted. It was well done. Daredevil, I mean, when he got beat up, he got beat up. He didn't like bounce down 20 stories of building and just land on his feet and be like, I'm okay. Doesn't matter. You know, he like took, by the end of Daredevil, he was, and Wilson Fisk. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Wilson Fisk character was just amazing. Was amazing. It was like, that's the Wilson Fisk I want to see. He's kind of vulnerable, but at the same time, he is just a mean SOB. Mean SOB. Still can't believe they canceled Firefly. Yeah. Well, Punisher was okay. Punisher was pretty good. It didn't touch me in the same way as I never was a Punisher fan. I was much more of a Daredevil, Elektra, Bullseye lover, Bullseye fan, Bullseye lover. That sounds wrong. But I never was as big a fan of Punisher. The first Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. Oh, the first Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, no thanks. But yeah, I never got into Punisher as much. I don't know why. Punisher to me was always, he was okay as when he was like guest starring in other people's stuff, but as a standalone character, I just didn't ever see a lot of story. I didn't see a lot of. I liked him as a guest star, kind of popping in to screw stuff up with Spidey or screw stuff up with somebody else. But as a star in his own show, I was never a big fan. He just didn't do it for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's kind of a Batman with guns. And not very much money. What are my thoughts on the Black Widow movie? Never seen it. Never will see it. I have no interest in it. I'm just so apathetic about everything Marvel right now. I have no desire to see Black Widow. She's dead. What's the point? It's the movie about a dead person. I'll go back and watch Avengers 5 more times. But yeah, I just have I have no interest in it whatsoever. My son went and saw Black Widow. So here's the tale. My son went and saw Black Widow. Then my son and I went and watched a movie. We were gonna go out and watch a movie. And I was like, oh, I haven't seen Black Widow yet. I'm not super like excited to see it, but would you like to see it again with me? And my son was like, no, not really. No, not really. I'd rather go see Pig with Nicolas Cage. And Pig was not that great of a movie. It was set in Portland, which was kind of cool. So it was set in Portland, Oregon. It's basically the story of a guy, a truffle farmer who's looking for the pig. And we walked out of there, and my son was like, yeah, that movie wasn't great, but it was better than Black Widow. And I was like, oh God! Oh God! I just have a hard time. I would have liked Black Widow if it had been Black Widow and Hawkeye. I might have actually been interested in seeing a prequel. They had alluded for so long about stuff that Hawkeye and Black Widow had kind of done together. They alluded for so long about stuff they'd done together, and yet that doesn't figure into the movies at all. That's the thing that just baffled me, is I heard that Hawkeye wasn't even going to be present in it. I was like, what? What? So yeah, I just have no interest in seeing it. I just am kind of, I'm just kind of done with Marvel. Marvel's got a bunch of wahs coming out. You got the Eternals, which are a discount New Gods from Jack Kirby. That's all the Eternals are. They're discount New Gods. To be completely honest, that movie looks boring as just all get out. That movie looks boring as God, as anything. And honestly, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I'll go watch Bruce Lee. I'll go watch Enter the Dragon again if I want to see a kung fu movie. I mean, do they not understand that the only reason that character was even created is because Bruce Lee was popular back at that time? And Marvel was like, ooh, we need a Bruce Lee character. We need some sort of Bruce Lee character. Because Bruce Lee and the dude from David Carradine's dude, they're really popular. So we need to, you know, make a Bruce Lee character. That's the only reason that character even came into existence. I remember reading the Fists of Kung Fu or whatever they called it back then. I remember reading that comic and it was like, it was cool, it was fun. Nothing wrong with it, but it was discount Bruce Lee. I mean, come on, how exciting is that gonna be? I'll go watch a good Bruce Lee movie where he's like, ah!
No power in the universe can stop me.
You know, that's just me. But, you know, hey. Marvel's got to do what Marvel's got to do. They got to get rid of Iron Man. They got to get rid of Thor. They got to get rid of Hulk. They have to get rid of basically all the male characters from their franchise that I grew up loving, and it's like, well, Marvel's not really aiming anything at me anymore. So, I mean, I love Black Widow. I think Black Widow's a great character. She was like one of my favorite Avengers. Yeah, I liked her and Hawkeye because they were sort of like the Avengers that had no powers, yet at the same time, gosh, I wish they'd bring Mockingbird into it. Oh my God. Hawkeye and Mockingbird, that was like a huge thing. I wish they'd bring Mockingbird into it with like West Coast Avengers or something. I'd be so down with that. But, you know, Black Widow was always like, she was always an awesome character. Always an awesome character. Loved her in the books. But she and Hawkeye were always like, sort of like the super spies. Like super spy stuff. You never knew quite where they always stood, too. You never quite did. But God, Thor and... Yeah, I don't know how the new Thor movie's gonna go. We'll see. I'll probably go see Thor, because I love Thor. I love
like
Thor.
Something is sapping my
Why
energy.
why did I pick only one mushroom? Because I needed one I think I needed one mushroom. Yeah, I needed one mushroom to make one more prepared mushroom. I just needed one. Oh, believe me, I've gone into my absolute... I've gone into my whole absolute disgust with where Marvel is at this point. I've gone into that many times. It just makes me sad because it's stuff I love. It's stuff that I've complained... See, that's the funny thing is I've complained about the same thing with DC forever. DC has never got popular enough, though, because DC keeps just screwing the pooch on everything.
Fugalash just subscribed.
Hey, thank you, Fugalash, for the 3-month subaroo there. DC keeps doing the wrong thing in the sense that DC, they're trying to be Marvel without building stuff up. And now Marvel's starting to do that, too. Marvel doesn't want to build anything. They just want to tell you that this thing is awesome and you should love it. You should love the new Loki, because the old Loki that we've known for the last 12 years, he's garbage, and we shouldn't like him anymore. We need to love the new Loki, who's really only the Enchantress in Loki clothing, but let's not get into that. So we need to love the new stuff. Where Marvel's their old strategy was, we're going to put out, you know, the Thor movie, and the Iron Man movie, and the Hulk movie, which wasn't that great. but we're going to put out all these little movies along the way. We're going to sprinkle them in. We're going to introduce you to these characters. Then we're going to put out a group movie that they can all be in. And then we're going to put out a few more individual movies that fill in the gaps between the next group movie. And they're going to build it up over time. They make you interested in the characters. They make you go, oh, the new Iron Man movie's coming out. And yeah, Iron Man 2 wasn't great shakes, but it wasn't bad looking back on it compared to stuff today. It wasn't bad. But, you know, they sprinkle that stuff in, and they slowly build up the franchise. Now they just want the Insta franchise. Everybody wants the Insta everything. I think that's what's wrong with the world today. Nobody has the patience to build something. To build something that has a good, stable foundation, that has a fan base, that has a group of people that love it and care about it and will stick with it through thick and thin. They just want that instant dollar. They want the buck. They want the buck. Now, Charles Druid, how you doing, my friend? And that's sad because that's not how fan bases are built. That's not how fan bases are built. You don't build a fan base off of telling somebody they should like this character. Instead, show them over 2 or 3 movies why they should like this character. But how you doing, Nocturnal Druid? Yeah, I kind of went off on a rant there. I feel strongly about it. I just feel so many things that I love just being destroyed lately that it gotten under my skin. How's your mom doing today, Nocturnal? I hope she's doing better. Hope it's a good day. Hope it's a moderately good day. Well, you have to be organized, my friend. You have to be organized. If you are not organized, there is nothing but chaos. Nothing but chaos. I'm bothered by Bush. I am bothered by Bush. Okay, let's go back to another, since I'm off my rant now, let's go back to another couple YouTube comments. Tootsie says on one of my Escape the Pacific runs, great episode again. Thank you so much for this one. Hope to see you build a shelter on your raft next time. Ooh, I will need to do that. I think we'll need to do that. Old is officially your demographic. Yes, it is. On one of my Gunlopers with Streamloots runs, Ilan, oh gosh, I don't even know the name here. Ilan Shintu? This is Atheenon, help me! I had a fantastic Interloper run, got bow to level 5, made it to Bleak Inlet, and took out my first pack of Wind Timberwolves fairly easy. And then tragedy struck. I went into a little crevice where a deer carcass was somehow stuck. Before I could restart, I got a sprain, trapping me here forever. I cannot escape. Love your videos, by the way, very inspirational. You're screwed. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say that you're screwed. Once you get that sprain, you're stuck. Hey, I'm going to Disney World in like 10 days, Fugalash. I love Disney. I love Disney. I will say I hate that they can't come up with original rides anymore. They all have to be based on movies. You know, I hate that they changed the Pirates of the Caribbean. The pirate ride used to be cool. Now it just kind of sucks. It's now a Pirates of the Caribbean ride, basically. I'm trying to stay on the rails. But yeah, I'm sorry to say, my friend, but you are hosed. Once you get stuck in a crack and you get a sprain, if you hadn't got the sprain, I'd say just restart. But once you get the sprain, you're pretty well screwed. There's no getting back from that. There's no getting back from that. Sakja says on one of my my long dark Ash Canyon starts, try Safeway on Barber Boulevard for Sobe. Unfortunately, I work right across the street from that Safeway on Barber Boulevard. They do not have the Sobe there at all. The Sobe there at all, Stockjob. I'm very sad to say. Is a forge necessary to make arrows? Yes, it is. The Dark Avengers with Venom, Iron Patriot, and Hawkeye. Very interesting. Very interesting. You're 46 years old, Dynamo. I just turned 51 this year. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's on my first time played video. Poggiverse says, playing a classic. Let's go! Thank you, Poggiverse. I appreciate that. I'm going through YouTube comments because I want to get some YouTube comments out of the way. On one of my Interloper 711 days, Willie McKinsey goes to Ash Canyon. With W Zappo says, excellent episode for those who wonder how reality after 500 days looks like. Lots of tips and, of course, discovering Ash Canyon with an expert. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I do have a few hours in the game. I'm near Milton Town. I don't know where the forge is. If you are in Milton Town, come down to the basin where I am, and you'll want to go over to the Forlorn Muskeg and go to the forge there. Oh, check what's said before the dog. Okay. I feel like they're trying to create a fall from Shield and rise from Hammer. That's why they're making Venom as a good guy. For doing that, Norman Osborn, Green Goblin will need to play as Iron Patriot, not Dean Shell and War Machine. They can't do that because Fox still has copyrights of Green Goblin. Oh. Yeah, the copyright thing is a big problem. But, you know, they're also just destroying the characters too. Because they can't cast the characters as the way they need to be casted. The way that they were originally. If you want to, I'm just gonna say, boys and girls, if you want to hear more, if you want to hear rants about comic book stuff and how they're destroying it, I would highly recommend going and watching, go watch Young Rippa. He's an amazing broadcaster, really cool dude. He's got good takes on a lot of this stuff. Give him a listen, give him a watch on YouTube. Young Rippa's really good. I love his stuff. He does some live casts on YouTube and stuff, but Young Rippa's really good. Go watch him. He's got a lot of good takes on it. He's got really good takes on a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not excited about Marvel anymore. I'm not. I got excited for DC for a little bit when they came out with that amazing Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie. The first Wonder Woman movie I absolutely loved. Loved the first Wonder Woman movie. Yeah, I took my meds. I took my meds today. I think I did. I'll try again. We'll try again. Yeah, we already took our meds today. The first Wonder Woman movie, it gave me hope. I was like, wow, they might actually have something here. They might actually. I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie. It wasn't perfect, but it was well done. It was well done, and Gal Gadot was amazing in it. I like the first Wonder Woman movie. It was a fun movie. It was just fun. And Gal Gadot never hurts. No, Gal Gadot can never hurt a movie. Just like what's his name can never hurt Superman or The Witcher. Having Henry Cavill can never hurt a movie. You can only help it. You ladies, you know what I'm talking about. The dude who plays Thor never hurt a movie. Never hurt, unless he's playing fat Thor. Fat old Thor. Nobody wants to see that. No guy wants to see that. No girl wants to see that. Come on. Who wanted to see fat old Thor? Who wanted to see fat depressed Thor? I didn't. Ugh. There's two things that bother me most about, and this is where I'm going to leave it. This is the last I'm going to say about it. Two things that bother me most about modern superhero movies. Villains are never villains. They're sympathetic people who, they're just doing a lot of bad things because stuff happened. And you got to understand what's going on with them to get beneath the surface of why they're doing these bad things. Screw that. They're bad guys. There needs to be good guys and bad guys. Period. The other part of modern superhero telling that I don't like is the idea, Marvel especially has got into the telling, not showing. They don't show us that people are heroic. They don't show us them being heroic. They don't show them doing heroic things. They tell us that they're heroes. They tell us that they're great, that they're amazing, that they're awesome. But they are very bad at showing it anymore. For some reason, they don't like to show it to us. Which I don't understand. It's like that's part of the storytelling technique is you show people how this person is a hero by saving the kitten out of the tree or protecting the, if an explosion's going to happen, they forget about everything. They forget about themselves and they protect the two little kids that are right nearby and let the bad guy get away, because that's what being a hero is you always protect the innocent. That's the sort of stuff that they don't show that as much anymore. It's always telling us how people are good or bad. And it's like, and you're in a film. If you're in a book is supposed to tell us what things are happening, because that's a book. You can't see it. But in a movie, I mean, some of the best movies ever have very little dialogue in them, and they show you what's going on. One of the best comic books, and it always sticks in my head, one of the most amazing comic books I ever read, and I say read in the sense that this comic book had no words in it. G.I. Joe number 21. G.I. Joe number 21 is one of the best comics I ever read. It's known as the Silent Snake Eyes story. And if you ever get a chance to go and pick up a copy of G.I. Joe 21, the old OG G.I. Joe 21, the entire comic is Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. There is not a word said in the entire book. And the book is a full-size comic book, and it's just amazing because it shows you everything. Panel to panel to panel. It shows you everything that's going on. Yeah, you got 4 freaking copies. I got like 6 copies. I got a bunch of copies of it too. It's an amazing, it was like, when it came out, J-Car, when that comic came out, I picked it up off the newsstand, and I was like, my jaw just dropped. I was like, what? How did they do this? And it was amazing. But see, that's the thing, is that comics and movies are a visual medium. You don't want to be telling people what's going on in your comic books or your movies. You want to show them what's going on. You want to show them what's going on, because that is the best way to communicate to them that, things are happening. All right, 3 days left, boys and girls. 3 days left. Holy crud. 3 freaking days, and we'll be done with this. Okay, so we got 3 days left on our stuff. Let's get 1 more hour of sleep. We're basically just trying to get rid of this. Hey, how's it going, Tyler? Hard Kills, how are you doing? That's why I like Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool mocking on superhero movies. Oh yeah, totally. That was totally awesome of him to do that. Did you ever find that deer you shot? Yes, I did. That deer that I shot. Oh, the other deer that I shot. No, I haven't found that one. There was another deer I shot that ended up over there, but I have not found the other deer. The other deer that I shot. I have not found him yet. No. But it's one of those things where in some instances it's just easier to tell people stuff, I guess. Especially when you're pushing an agenda and you want to make sure that people absolutely 100% know that you don't want people to actually decide for themselves what's going on. You want to make 100% clear they know what you are intending to have going on, so they tell you what's happening. We're just talking about showing versus telling. Show versus tell. For enough money, we'll show certain things. No, we're just talking about storytelling in movies and entertainment today. And how, and I was just giving out my 2 biggest complaints about modern stuff. Modern stuff, we have no clear heroes and villains, which is, we need clear heroes and villains. The heroes are always portrayed as being kind of narcissistic and overpowered and kind of mean, and the villains are kind of portrayed as sympathetic characters that, if you really understood why, we need to get Dr. Phil in here and talk to this villain to find out what's really going on. Because I think the villain's having a tough day of it. That's why they're doing so many bad things. I was like, sorry, I don't need Dr. Phil. I don't need Dr. Phil to come in and talk to Dr. Octopus to find out why he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Sure, does he have motivations? I don't care. I just want to see Spider-Man lay the smack down on him. I just want to see Spider-Man just lay the smack down on him. And maybe Spider-Man gets the smack laid down on him. By and large, they don't spoon feed you. You have to pay attention and think while watching. I like British shows too for that fact, Nocturnal Druid. That's one of the reasons I think I fell in love with Downton Abbey so much. Downton Abbey is like an amazing. I've watched Downton Abbey, and I know probably as a British person you're like rolling your eyes at me saying that, but I love things like Downton Abbey. I've watched Downton Abbey probably 5 times all the way through. I love that show. It's great. They do a good job of it. They don't spoon feed you it. You know, they show you the stuff and let you go. It's also cheaper to tell you that someone saved children than pay for the scene that shows it. Exactly. It is cheaper. It's cheaper to go, they're a big hero. They saved the city. And it's like, I didn't see him save the city. Nerds. Nerds. I wanted to come back here and see if we had the moose and get a little birch bark while we were at it. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I like having clear heroes and villains in my stuff. Venom and Carnage are horrible characters. They're mean, evil people. They should never be touted as heroes. They are villains, through and through. I mean, the black costume stuff was some of the greatest, okay, have a good one, Finland. See you later. The black costume Spider-Man stuff was amazing. Amazing. You know, and so, you know, that's, you know, I wish they would, but it's all tied up in problems and stuff.
I need to find a place to rest.
Always thought Venom looked cool. Venom's always looked cool. I mean, I remember when Venom wasn't even Venom. Back in the day when Venom wasn't even a Venom. Back when it was Black Spider-Man and Web Spider-Man #1. And then he got rid of it. He went up into the bell tower and the bells knocked it all off of him. And then it slinked out and found somebody else. And it found Eddie Brock. That was after Secret Wars, though. That's like one of the biggest ties to a miniseries they ever had back then was that black costume was brought back from Secret Wars. When Spider-Man was in Secret Wars, his costume was destroyed pretty much, and he went into this room that had a costume maker that other people were getting costumes from, and he went to the wrong thing, and an alien symbiote got a hold of him instead.